2.
Welcome to Roll20. I
Can't,
washed my hands
can't
of
wait
this.
can't wait to see what it's like when I'm a size 3.
Oh, size 3 works out just fine again.
Oh, okay.
I mean, size
Just
3 is you're going to be, even more than double my current size? Because that'll be 4 extra hexes.
size 3 works just fine again. It's just size 2 that's annoying.
You're just at that awkward, lanky teenager phase.
True.
It's like when you have a cat that's not quite an adult yet that has legs that are too long for the rest of its body.
Let's see, do we have a convenient size 3 here? We do, sort
Goliath somewhere?
of. I have a Goliath somewhere.
Or Goliath's bigger.
That's size 3. And size
Hey,
3
that's
works
size
out
Hey, look who it is.
just fine again.
Whatever happened to Natalia, anyway?
We may
I
find
don't know.
out when I have a moment.
I was going to say, isn't
write.
she in the brig?
She's on Interpoint somewhere.
Ralph's just waiting for vacation to write all that.
It's probably gonna be happening in those 2 weeks, yeah. I'm just too busy with stuff at the moment. And
Ralph doesn't have the free time to do interrogations.
true. Rolling Thunder. Since we last saw each other, what have you been up to?
Hold on 1 second.
gonna say,
I turned up my sensitivity all the way up.
I was going to say, are you, pulling out a summary?
No,
I
I
mean-
don't have anything written down. I don't write notes about stuff like this. I'm very stupid.
Okay, same though.
Just kind of lazing about the station, hanging out with Peregrine for the most part.
Indeed.
Alright. And Peregrine.
Fractal, I'm pretty sure someone did. Yeah, Peregrine, the other half of that relationship, has not been lazing about and had a very fun amount of RP that involved a mental breakdown and then solving it by just sort of cheating your way through with that paracausal hallway in the station, and is now slightly more chill.
That usually works? Question mark?
During that, Constance did shoot a
You did shoot a
Did shoot a
painting in
painting
like
with a
a
revolver.
nightmare vision sequence, so that was fun.
And Fractal. In a new mech. A Vlad.
Yeah, I finally got my Vlad. Over the past week, Fractal's been inspired to start helping people out a bit, and started running intro classes to paracausality. This has led in one purposeful resurrection of the dead, and we go on a field trip to the hallway tomorrow.
Alright. Please don't do too much necromancy on the station. A little bit is okay. You can have a little bit of necromancy as a treat, but not too much,
Don't
alright?
worry, it's only on myself.
Wonderful.
That's amazing.
And Blind Ghost.
Well, Blind Ghost arrived on the station, printed out his mech, his gun, his suit, then his stems, and then spent a week in a stem high running around meeting people.
Alright, there's a lot of colorful characters on the station, as you might have noticed. So it's
That's
always
a
interesting.
light way to put it.
Don't mind me, bro. I'm just your acid trip.
The little paracausal blob running around was totally a trip. Couldn't figure out if it was a stem high or a concoction of nanite stems and alcohol, but it happened.
Spoiler alert, what you saw actually happened. No drugs involved.
Well, there were drugs involved.
The drugs just enhance the experiences.
In fact, the drugs
Children,
meant that you-
children on Twitch, by the way, watching, don't do drugs. Thank you. It's the official
they're
Interpoint stance.
stems. They're not drugs. They're stems.
It's true. It's still.
It's like having an inhaler. Does that count as drugs?
It is inhaler. When you take kick, it's just a quick breath and you're good. 30 hours of consciousness.
All right. In that case, we are trying to get me some vacation time this week. And the HR department has denied me my application for vacation time. So we'll go kick their door in and put the... Basically, it's Inception, but way cooler. Even cooler than Inception. Inception was pretty cool. But we're going to Inception the HR, NHP, AI governing all of Intercorp's HR and vacation stuff. And we're going to implant the idea that it gave me vacation time directly into its brain. But for that, we have to invade the planet where it's dwelling on, which is Archivus 5. It's a giant.
Ethics be damned, you need a break.
It's a giant planet turned into a giant computer, in the middle of which the NHP is currently dwelling. And in this first mission, we'll be taking over the orbital facilities and basically the long-range orbital comms, so that they can't phone into all of our bosses and tell on us, because that would be very bad. We don't want that to happen. And yeah, that's the plan for today. Rolling Thunder. How are you
Yes.
preparing for this mission?
I am going to make an attempt to get the cowboy hat.
All right.
I've been fooling around with a little revolver for the past little while, and I figured I would do show off, try to do some sick tricks to get the cowboy hat.
All right. So the rightful owner of the cowboy hat, and up until this week, is Arachnifex, but I'm sure they'll be willing to lend it out as long as you give it back.
As you prove your skills.
And yeah, that is enough to impress Arachnifex a sufficient amount for them to give you their cowboy hat for this mission. You can use it at one time after firing and hitting with a kinetic weapon to deal, I believe it was 3 kinetic to everything. Or was it 4? I think it was 3.
I think it's 3.
3 to everybody in line of sight.
3 to everybody in line of sight, once per scene. Good luck. And Peregrine, now, tell us about your plight, alright?
Is your hand hovering over the pizza button?
Yes.
Alright. Here's my thought. Every time I've rolled to get a reserve, I have tried 2 things. 1, I have tried Leader Inspire. 2, I've tried to invoke my background to get accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
As you can tell, that's never worked. So here's my thought. I'm going to use one of my triggers that has only a +2. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going after the Spectre Beast protocol. Now, it's been like over a month since we were at Planet Suck, and we've been, picking stuff up along the way and getting involved with crazy characters, and what I'm thinking is, that protocol has kind of been buried for a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with Investigate to try and find where it's stored so I can use it on my mech.
Okay, before you roll, now, this is your 5th attempt of getting a downtime reserve, correct?
It is.
And so far you have failed every single downtime reserve, and we have had a lot of fun saying that it was because of a pizza-related incident.
Yes.
Alright.
Pizza time.
It would be... there it is.
Let's go for it. Let's do it. Nope. All you find is pizza, Peregrine. So stupid. Peregrine cannot.
Mid-mission.
Yep. You get a pizza.
Wow.
I can
That's
pack a
amazing.
mid-mission lunch.
This is just wonderful. Also love the song.
It's great. At least I have someone to share the pizza with nowadays.
Alright, that's enough of that. Wonderful. Yes, Peregrine, you indeed go out looking for the Spectre Beast protocol. You find its supposed whereabouts. It's like a device kept in storage these days. And you open the box, and there's a single pizza carton there, and a note that reads, "I owe you."
You know what the best thing is? I still rolled a 3, so even if I had used Leader Inspire, this would have failed.
That's what it failed. Yep.
I've continuously rolled 1, 2, or 3 on all my checks for this.
It's just, oof. Fractal.
Alright, and, I kinda need to, get good, proper weapons on it. And, the harpoons really did seem to work the last time, but I just don't know where to get any. However, it is possible to make a fairly decent tether out of, just any old rope you get around, and then when you work together with a few, people like, I can't pronounce the name, so I'm going to go with Mix and Calamity, you can get a pretty strong rope that
Mm-hmm.
may or may not be made of ghosts.
All right. So you want to fashion
So
a harpoon from ghosts and dreams and
mostly wheat.
all right.
It's like 90% Vision Quest.
Let's go for it.
I'll attempt to use Invent to Create and try to use my background, if that would be okay.
Yeah, go for it. Nope.
That did. I get nothing.
You get nothing. You try to fashion a harpoon, but turns out souls aren't really good as a rope, so they just keep floating away.
Damn it.
And Ghost.
So Ghost,
what are we going for?
going for the redundant repair system.
Mm-hmm. A classic. I mean, all of these
Classic.
reserves this week are classics. It's the end of Season 1 best of reserves. So, redundant repair certainly has been popular over the weeks.
It's highly effective. While Blind Ghost was running about the station, looking for and hanging out with people new and exceptionally weird, he came across a technician that was junking some wrecks. And Blind Ghost snuck into the room and peeled off one of those old systems.
Alright, sounds good to me. Also, I copied the wrong redundant repair system. Should be once per scene, not once per mission. So, even better.
That is even better.
Once per scene, you get to repair, stabilize as a free action. Yeah, let's go for it.
Alright, I see people running triggers, but I'm not quite sure how to do that.
Oh, you click on your pilot token, and your pilot token has a
that's what I'm missing.
trigger button.
Great. Trigger, perfect. Nope.
Nope. You can't. You can get it, but like maybe you didn't realize how large the redundant repair system is. So dragging it out of there is a bit hard because your mech's still being printed. I'm assuming because you're
Yep.
new to the station. So you stand before this 5-meter tall 3-ton system and scratch your head, unsure how to pull it out. And then mission time arrives, so there's no more time.
God, we did so bad on all of our reserve rolls.
Don't worry about it.
At least it wasn't just me this time.
Let me fetch your mechs real quick. Now, the first mission is a gauntlet mission. Oh, I'm dumb. There. And we're in space. We're not going with 0G, because 0G is entirely crippling for everybody without an EVA. We're going for low gravity, meaning if you boost, you can fly, and if you have an EVA module, you can always fly if you like.
Hell yeah, I do.
Yay.
And yeah, that's about it. We're playing 8 rounds. At the end of the 8th round, in the darker gray tiles on the other side of the map, that is the control zone, there need to be more PCs than NPCs after 8 rounds. Elites count as 2. I say that because there may or may not be an elite on this map. And yeah.
I'd love to hear it.
Also, we are playing with tendrils. So my brother NHP Flar, who's in charge of this entire planet computer, has these tendrils. If you at any point move adjacent to tendrils, I will click the tendril button without mercy. And they will be grasping for you. And you need to do a hull save with save target 10 or receive 3 kinetic and be immobilized until the tendril is destroyed. Tendrils have an evasion of 10 and 5 HP, so it's not too hard, it's just mainly really annoying. And opposing you for this very cool mission are 1 Intercorp drone Rainmaker and 1 Intercorp drone Archer, as well as 1 Intercorp drone Command Node, which is an elite priest commander.
I don't like that.
It's a big guy for you. Let's turn on the southboard. And with that, you can place yourself on the left side of the map behind the hazard stripes, except for Peregrine, who's too big.
It's not like I could theoretically do that.
No.
Ah. Oh, behind the... okay, so in like the first row. Okay.
Yes, behind the
So I
first
just
row
have
of
to
head.
be inside one.
Yes. Wonderful. So 8 rounds. At the end of the 8th round, there need to be more PCs than NPCs in the zone. Elites count as 2. Simple.
So I mean,
as
I got speed 6 and I can fly.
Yep.
Since I have an EVA module.
Let's go with
Yep.
this one. Actually, let's not go with that one. Let's go with this one. All right. And all of these are RPVs, so remote piloted vehicles. They have more HP than your regular NPCs, but they're also permanently impaired, and you gain +1 accuracy for tech attacks against them. Because these don't have pilots, they are literally controlled by FLAR.
Okay. I forget, have you written down what the tendrils do yet?
Yeah, put it in chat.
Right. Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. So just don't be adjacent to them.
Yep, and it's at any time during a movement you don't have to end the movement there. So if you ever move adjacent, it will immediately interrupt your movement.
Okay. And I assume these are hardcover?
Yes, size 3 hardcover, size 1 hardcover, these turrets. Don't worry, they're pointed against orbital threats. They can shoot on the ground. And over here is size 2 hardcover.
Okay. What I might do is I might just move boost, overcharge boost to get into range to start hitting some of these dudes.
Go for it.
Unless anyone else wants to take a first turn.
I can if you like.
I can I can wait.
Okay. So I will take 1 heat as because I have a speed of 6 and I have EVA jets, so I can fly.
Yep.
So move boost, overcharge boost, I can get all the way to this bit of hard cover.
For me. Would you like to be behind cover on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. Because nowadays we have these arrows for flying up.
Oh, that's true.
Those arrows for flying upwards and downwards.
And I don't like the fact that there's an ultra. So,
elite.
or not an ultra, an elite. But also I feel like it might be best to take care of some of the other guys and then focus the elite down. Anyone else got any ideas, or should I just...
Do you still have moves available?
No, I used all my movement to get where I am.
No, I meant like, do you still have actions available?
Oh yeah, no, I do, because I used an overcharge.
One quick.
Oh, right.
So I can fire, I'm pretty much just going to be firing my Gondova missiles, so...
Honestly, definitely taking out the Rainmakers first and focusing all our efforts on the command seems prudent, I think.
So you think go for the Rainmaker?
Well, I thought you said you wanted to take out the little guys first.
Oh, that's true. My only worry about going for the Rainmaker is I'm pretty sure he'll have resistance to damage from me at the moment since I'm not locking onto him, so...
Well, either
Yeah.
the Rainmaker or the Archer, but don't your Gondiva missiles target 2 enemies at once?
No, that's a Sharanga missiles, which is the main mount. Gondiva is the heavy mount that is 1d6 plus 3 accurate smart seeking.
Okay. Yeah, then, I mean, whatever you think works. I definitely agree that taking out the elite last seems best, because we'll be able to focus all our fire at once.
Okay. In that case, I will blast the archer.
That's the archer.
God, I have so many macros. Gondiva with 1 accuracy because we shoot around corners and ignore so many things.
Yep. That's definitely a hit against this poor archer.
And then I have to turn. That is correct. Where's that?
Please refrain from damaging Intercorp property.
Holy crap.
They're Securitrons. Wait, no.
Did you hear that?
They're Protectrons, as they are.
That warning hasn't stopped me yet, and it won't stop me now.
A command node is going to take its first turn. The command node will put a dispersal shield as a quick action on the Rainmaker. The Rainmaker
No, I
also
didn't.
Mhm.
Oh, I
Oh, sorry,
planned to
are you
shoot at
done?
the archer, but if it's on the...
Oh, you shot the archer? Sorry.
Yeah, no, that was my... that wasn't like 100%, my bad.
So which one did you want to shoot? The Rainmaker or the archer?
The archer.
Alright.
Just because I figured I thought the Rainmaker would have like resistance against my shot.
Not until now. So the archer takes 8, doesn't matter really. I'll always mix them up. So the dispersal shield, regardless, goes... No, actually goes in the archer then. So a d3 for 1. Next shot will get resistance against. And it will... The command node will then investiture the Rainmaker. Linking up with it. And that is the command node's turn. Also, the command node has greater investiture, which means that the investiture target also gains resistance from all damage, but the node becomes stationary.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, the round track isn't up. And that is its first turn. Oh no, Daniel, it's the worst time to join. Hey, you are live on stream. Say hello to everyone, and then feel free to join the Discord for more info.
I'll go next, by the way, if that's fine with everybody else.
Sounds good to me.
Fractal, Blind, is that alright with you guys?
Of course, go right ahead.
All up to you.
Then off again.
Who, by the way, has an EVA? I know Peregrine does. Who else?
I do not, but
Fine,
you
go
said
with
boosting is flying.
Yep, all boosting is flying.
Alright, then I'm going to, similar to Peregrine, I'm going to overcharge, move, and regular boost. Right there. And there is nothing else I can really do right now. I can't really reach anybody, even if I turned on my stabilizers, they'd still be out of range. So I'm just gonna call my turn there. I just wanted to try to get into a better position.
Makes sense. The first probably 2 turns are going to be a lot of moving forward.
Soon, trademark. Soon. The Archer. Is going to move to... Let's do 5 first. Almost. Another 2 for a lock-on you, Rolling Thunder. We'll then move 3 back. That is its turn. Blind and Fractal.
Alright, it's time for me to slowly trudge my way over.
Menacingly, though.
How
Just,
fast is a black?
No. Oh, it's okay fast. 4 speed.
Yeah, 4's average.
So just move and a boost. What?
Not my lightning hardcore BS.
It's not my fault my leg actuated a sharp pair. No, it's my fault. I'm sorry for implying that it wasn't.
I just assume anything that happens to you is your fault.
Yeah, you could have asked me
Accurate.
for help on those leg actuators.
I don't think they make the parts for them anymore. Or they never made the parts for them? Fuck, I'm tired.
The Rainmaker moves 3 spaces, then boosts 2 spaces up there. The Rainmaker will then shoot a bunch of rockets. So the Rainmaker is a drone, it is permanently impaired, however it is linked up with a command node, meaning it gets +1 accuracy, so it shoots at normal. Rolling Thunder against you, the missile will be smart and seeking.
Kind of rude.
Bit rude. Bit rude. Huntsman.
Just a little bit.
Smart, seeking, and AP, actually. But we're going to shoot at Peregrine, Rolling Thunder, and Fractal. Number 1 missile against Peregrine.
Okay, you need an 8.
You get hard cover.
Well, it's seeking, so it probably ignores that, right?
Yours
or is that
doesn't, 'cause
just against?
That's just against lock-on targets.
Oh, okay.
17 doesn't, though.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was... No, it was a 2 difficulty. Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Is
rolled
that
really
AP?
high. That is not AP, no.
Okay, so I take 3.
Yep. Oh, also it has... Sorry, it doesn't say on there. Let's fix that real quick. The missile pod has knockback 1, so please knock yourself back 1.
Okay.
Knockback 1, reliable 2. Yep. The missile against Rolling Thunder. That one is going to be neutral. So impaired drone, linked with a command node. Let's go. That's a hit for 4. And knockback 1 into space. Oh no!
Thank
In
God these
space,
guys aren't pirates.
in space, nobody with an EVA module, nobody can hear you scream. Also, you're slowed as you like wiggle around to try to get back on land.
What is that? Is slowed like? Does it like half my speed or what?
You cannot
It
boost,
means
basically.
the only movement you can take on your turn is your basic movement,
Yep.
so I think it just means you're stuck there next turn.
No, you can move. You can use your normal movement to move back to there, and then move around on the surface. But without an EVA module in space, you are slowed. And
Okay,
Fractal.
well, it's good. I'm glad that I'm not just floating through the void now.
It's me.
Fractal against you, the thing is getting 1 difficulty because while it is arcing, there's a bunch of crap between the two of you. 1 missile pod at 1 difficulty, so you have soft cover basically. 13 though, 4.
And with 2 armor, that makes it 2. Thank you very much. And boop, myself back space.
The Rainmaker has 1 space of movement left, with which it will move back behind cover. And that is the Rainmaker's turn.
All right,
leaving
Ghost will move, boost, overcharge, boost.
Hey, welcome. Because you got an EVA, right?
Yep, that is correct. And I don't know if that puts me in range. It puts me in range of the big gun, but not the little gun. So
you would need to be flying at least height 4 to look over that size 3 building. But that's no problem, because you can fly.
that's fine with me. Then I will form the hide action.
Oh, in that case, you don't want to be at height 4. In that case, you want to be at some other height that isn't 4. Because you can perform the hide action, because you probably have Infiltrator, right?
That is correct.
But Infiltrator, basically all those bonuses last until the end of your turn. So at the end of your turn, if you were at height 4, you would immediately become unhidden as everybody sees you flying there.
Right, I'll be at height 3, and I'm still trying to figure out how to change that.
Oh, it's just the up arrow button or the down arrow button as a status symbol, and then it's the same as Destruction Stress. There, I got it for you.
Okay, thank you.
And with that, the command node gets a second turn. Let's see if its battery thing, if its dispersal shield recharges. On the 5. It does not. In that case, the command node is fairly limited in what it can do, actually. Can't really see anybody, can't move. So the way these command nodes work is to shore up the difficulties that the drone-controlled bots have, basically. Not really much in the way of dealing with stuff itself. And that will conclude round 1. We're going to round 2, and at the end of round 2, we'll be getting guests from...
Do you guys mind if I take this first move?
Not at all.
I mean, let's see what goes up first, but
From
then
your
probably-
rear, coming in from behind, are 3 ICD assault drones.
Oh, yikes.
Please vacate the premises.
We need to run.
Do you guys mind if I take it then?
No?
Do you guys mind if I take this move?
No?
Right on ahead.
Go ahead. I should be fine to start off with.
Ralph, for clarification,
Yes.
when I move, when I use my standard move and get back onto solid ground, will I lose the slowed status?
The slow status lasts until the end of your turn, I'm afraid.
Okay. Then, okay. I have a plan. I can work with this.
Well, until the end of a turn where you end on solid ground, basically. Right?
I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to activate my siege stabilizers. Immobilized. At which point, let me see something real quick.
What you thinking?
What I'm thinking is, Ralph, if I throw a roller grenade right here, will it catch both of these assaults?
Put it in chat for me real quick. We can find out easily. It's a
Because
line
it
weapon.
Yeah, it
so-
doesn't have a burst, but it says it explodes on adjacency or being in the same spot.
Because the line is basically just to trace where it goes.
Gotcha. Let's check the...
Let me read it out specifically. It detonates when it moves through or adjacent to the space occupied by any character. They must succeed on an agility save or take 1d6 plus 3 explosive damage and be knocked 3 spaces in the direction the grenade is rolled.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Would this count as adjacent to Fractal?
Kinda, yeah. Because that tile is the issue, right? That tile over here.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, depending on how lines work and how lines trace them, it could be easily traced as.
Stop! That's not a straight line. Don't even get me started.
But Ralph, you said that was a straight line in Lancer.
A straight line in Lancer is ridiculous, but not that ridiculous. That's a straight line.
It's a snake.
Yeah,
Well then, in that case,
that one misses entirely.
I don't think frag grenades are effective
No,
on
that's a
siege
straight line for
stabilizers.
some reason. Can go for that one.
Oh, can I?
Yep.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. I'm going to use my roller grenade against those two assaults.
The assaults are sad, sad people. They are drones. They don't have very good agility. Well, they have the
And if they're
normal agility,
impaired-
but they have they're constantly impaired and might be a little slow to react. So the first one saves, even with the 1 difficulty. And the second one... almost typed in accuracy there. That's not right.
Yeah, because it's an even chance for them before the difficulty. Good lord.
Both
And
of them
yet,
jump out of the way and take 4 explosive,
That would be that, yeah.
which is reduced to 3 explosive, because they are armored.
And that... Oh wait, no, I only... Wait, yeah. I'm going to use initiative.
Mhm.
At which point I'm going to use a mortar. Right here.
Mhm.
And I'm going to fire on the both of them.
Alright, top one first. That's a -1.
Yikes.
Bottom one. That's an 18. Deals 2 damage.
Yep. Well, wait. Oh, I forgot I rolled the mortar already.
It's the same. No,
It
it's
just
one less
completely
actually.
slipped my mind. Still, that's fine. At which point, though, I need to roll a d3. Ah, well. And that will be my turn.
Use initiative, no?
What's up?
I thought you used initiative.
Yeah, I did, because I moved, then I
Mhm.
used my siege stabilizers, which is a
Mhm.
quick action, then I used my roller grenade.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, yeah. No, wait, yeah. I got
You
myself
can overcharge
confused.
if you want to shoot the mortar again. I don't mind.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna call my turn here, and I'm not going to incur any more heat for now.
Alright.
For
In
now.
that case, this first assault will do its darndest to avoid Fractal being cover, so moves 4 to here. Boosts 4 to there, but rather boosts 2. Will then fire an assault rifle at you, Fractal. It will do so at 1 difficulty, because it is not that smart. Missing you entirely, but you still take 2 from the reliable. Which is nothing? Or do you have 1 armor? I forget. 2 armor. No
I
damage.
have 2 armor.
The bullets plong harmlessly off your mech. That's the ICD assault turn.
I've learned your tricks, motherfucker.
Weapons ineffective.
Your mom was ineffective. Anyway, who'd like to go next?
I don't mind unless Ghost, you want to go?
Go ahead.
Would you like to go, Ghost?
I've got a thought. Oh, I can be slightly stupid.
I like what
My
you
favorite
think.
kind.
Well, Fractal, would you mind if I pushed that assault? Or there's a chance you won't, but if you want to melee him, you might not want him to be pushed.
Oh no, I'm going to continue running towards the point.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to barrage.
Mhm.
The first part of my barrage is I'm going to fire my RPG, which has the stabilizer mod, so it has range 15.
Mhm.
Which means I can go for one of these spots. I'm trying to think about which one I wanted. Let me grab a blast template. Because I believe I can hit that. I believe I've got line of sight through this gap.
To that point, yes.
This point.
Yeah, that works too.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. I can only really hit both of those guys, but
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and fire against the two of them. Let me do RPG. Good shit. Against the archer, do I do this with any difficulty?
Nope, not from there.
Okay. So
a
the
miss.
archer does not get hit, sadly. And the bombard, or rainmaker.
The gun
11 hit.
turret also takes 6. 11 will hit, but the Rainmaker is connected to the command node and therefore currently has resistance against your attacks.
Okay.
So it takes 3.
Then what I will do with my other attack is I will fire my Gondova missiles at this assault.
Mhm.
So let me roll that attack with 1 accuracy. 10 to hit its E defense.
For 8. The assault will hunker down in response. And take
And what
4
I will
damage.
also do is I will use Stormbringer on that, the option that pushes me back 3 and makes him succeed on a save or be pushed back 3.
Yep, give me 1 second. So
Doesn't it also
down,
do Oh wait, no,
takes
it's only a prone and lockdown, never mind.
4 damage. And then it needs to do a hull save because of Stormbringer. And Stormbringer 2 is independent from object with a launcher. You can choose the following effects. Yep, you got it. That's a hull save.
Yep.
Add to 1 difficulty because drone. That's a miss. And knockback 3.
And I will use the knockback 3 on myself to push myself back into cover.
Ah. Now we're thinking.
And
with
now I'm
portals.
wondering if... I don't think I should do any moving. Yeah, I don't really see a reason for me to... Well,
You're really kicking the gas over here.
that's what I do. Because what I could do is I could use my move to start making my way over there, just to be more of a problem.
Mhm.
Get in the Rainmaker's face. I'm just worried about the archer. What I'll do is I will just use my EVA so I can fly over here without getting adjacent to the tendrils.
Yep. And you land back on the ground.
Yep.
Got it.
And
In
that
that
will be
case,
my...
the archer is going to actually. Is the archer going? Yeah, the archer's going.
Oh, also, wait, no, actually I can do something at... Oh, sorry, I was thinking, oh,
go for it.
leadership dice. Now I'll do that at the start of someone else's turn.
All right. Archer moves to there, adjacent to the command node, because that also gives a bonus. The archer will lock onto you, Peregrine.
Okay.
The archer will shoot at you, not consuming lockdown. The archer is permanently impaired, adjacent to the command node, gives it, though, 1 accuracy. That is the command feature, what's it called? Military discipline, I think. Military discipline. Allied characters adjacent to commander gain +1 accuracy on all attacks, saves, and checks.
So it flattens it out to just a straight roll.
Exactly. Actually, it flattens out to 2 difficulty, because you still have hard cover from that angle. That's okay.
That's exactly what you needed to hit,
Alright, or
I
5
take-
kinetic.
which goes down to 4 with armor, so I'm at 6 HP.
And yeah, basically that's the that's this week's NPC's deals. Command node standing around shoring up the fact that all of these guys are idiots.
Nice.
And that's the archer done. Got,
I also realized where you're
Ghost
going to be going on your turn, and I'm sad because I realized I set myself up for it.
Oh well. Got Ghost left and Factor left.
Ghost, would you like to go?
Sure, I'll go. How tall is this building?
Size
Here.
3. Which building? This one?
One,
The large one?
the one next to, yeah, that one. Yep.
Size
3.
Mhm.
Perfect. Okay. So I will fly myself up to here.
Oh, actually, wait. As a reaction to the start of Blind Ghost's turn, I'm going to go ahead and call out an order to. I assume you're going after the command node?
I could go after the command node if you
Because
gave me that order.
that's the big thing. So I would go after that command node and give you a leadership die. What you can do with this is you can use it when pursuing that order to gain +1 accuracy on an attack related to that order, any roll related to that order. You can spend it to deal an extra d6 of damage when you hit if you choose not to use it, and you can use it at any point to reduce any damage you take by 1d6.
Okay, that sounds good. At the beginning of my turn, I'll use Protocol to create a Type 3 projected shield against the Rainmaker. Then
I'm afraid you can't, because you want it to be out of line of sight of the enemies, and you need line of sight to establish the shield.
That is right. You're absolutely correct. Okay, so I zip to this spot. Then I'm going to fire my Cyclone Pulse Rifle.
You're at height 4 now? Or?
Yeah.
Basically, yep. Alright, so you shoot over the building. Perfect. No longer hidden as soon as you take that action. And who are you firing at?
I will be shooting the command node.
Alright, good choice. With 1 Cyclone Pulse at 1 inbuilt accuracy.
How do I add more than 1 accuracy?
Well, if you use the leader die, that should add another one if you're using
Yeah,
it.
that was the plan.
Oh, so you just click accuracy and then it's going to ask you for a dice value. Sorry.
Okay.
And there
That's
you can
cool.
just please put in a number, no letters, no characters, just a number. No minus, no plus, nothing, no essays. just one number. We've had it all.
All right. I'm going to write for dice. He zeroes in on his scope. No. It's 19.
Ooh, that is a solid 13 damage to the command node, bringing it to this.
All right. As free action, I reload.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
With your once pristine reserve.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
then
You
let's
can also
see.
clear all heat at that point, because why not?
Yeah. And this guy has resistance to all damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, I still have a move left, so I go down 1 space to get out of line of sight,
Yep.
and I will burn initiative to hide.
Alright. Can make yourself a ninja again.
Excuse me, I need to hide now. I just got done firing my minigun.
Where did he go? I don't see him.
Shadow vanish!
Scanning.
Alright, and then the next assault. Stepping up to here. Maybe Rolling Thunder. Hit
Don't do it.
at 1 difficulty. Because 18 for 6. And the assault will then also lock on to Fractal.
Alright.
And that is its
Interesting.
turn. Leaving you,
May I
Fractal.
go? Thank you. So I'll be moving, boosting, and overcharge into boost again. Out into the out and over the vacuum of space.
That absolutely
You're
works.
gonna leave me behind?
You're doing fine, Rolling Thunder.
It's
not
just
shutting
robots,
off,
don't worry
I'll save
about
you.
it. It's just robots, don't worry about it. Yep, you can double boost over there, definitely.
I'm sorry, Rolling Thunder. I would have come out there to help you if I knew Fractal was going to leave you like that.
Our goal is to get to the objective, a new structure to burn. Plus, we can probably bring you back. We're all good here. think of death like one great big vacation.
Hey, have you ever been flash cloned before? That's just not comfortable.
No, I don't do flash cloning. I prefer a more artisanal, homegrown method.
If that's what you want to call it.
I see those rulers coming out of the turrets.
Yep.
I don't like that.
Oh no, I need to, basically the Rainmaker is now going to boost over here. Has 3 people to choose from to shoot. And has every target in range. So it's going to consume... Oh, actually, is it going to consume lock-on? Ah, it doesn't have to. It's going to... So as soon as it targets something with lock-on, it doesn't have to consume it. It just gets Smart, Seeking, and AP. So let's start with the Rolling Thunder. This missile pod is neutral and goes against your E defense. It is neutral because the Rainmaker is permanently impaired, but the command node is linked up. For an 8, does that hit?
That does not hit.
Alright, you take 2 from the reliable. 8 does not hit your E defense?
I pumped system.
Nah, you have 1 system point, 1 random system point. What are you doing?
I'm at 9 defense.
Yeah, you got it, perfectly fine. 2 damage.
Nice.
Then Fractal. Oh, actually, if that's a miss, then the command node will use its reaction to make it reroll. Because that's something commanders can do as a reaction.
Come on, watch it roll lower.
I'm just gonna throw another missile pod in. Yup, lower's lower. Fractal. 1 neutral missile pod. 7. No?
No.
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 Take 2 which you ignore. Oh no, you don't ignore that, sorry, it's armor piercing. Because you're locked on.
Alright, 2 then.
And 1 missile for Peregrine, which would be extra hilarious if that one hit.
It will. I can tell you right now, it will hit.
Alright.
There it is.
You get knocked back into the tendrils, which writhe around and grasp at you.
Yeah.
Give me a hull save. The target is just a 10, but you know, could happen.
You never know. Saves. Hull. Submit. No accuracy or difficulty.
Correct. Yeah, easy.
We're good.
The tendrils can't get a good grip on you. You're just fine. The Rainmaker then also still has a quick action left, which it will use to do the following. It's going to pump out javelin missiles, which Peregrine is intimately familiar with.
Yeah.
Let me just find them. Utilities, markers, javelins. And that is the Rainmaker's turn. How does it feel being a large Peregrine?
It can be annoying to deal with, but it has its perks.
The command node will then go. The command node will primarily do this to recharge its reaction. It's still immobilized, it's still... Oh, it gets a shield maybe? Doesn't get a shield. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the command node. Because I think the command node doesn't have sensors that great actually. No, just 10. So that doesn't count for anything. The last assault is going to go. It's going to move and boost. Over there. Bring the gun around. Into Rolling Thunder. Shooting you at 1 difficulty. That's a miss. However, the command node just went, so it gets to reroll that. Again at 1 difficulty. 8.
That meets.
Alright, in that case, you take 6 kinetic damage from the assault. And that is going to be its turn. And that is... Actually, the command node gets a second turn, but... Actually, no, the command node gets a second turn and then gets to try to get the shield back. Doesn't get the shield back. That's all it does. Into round 3. Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Okay. Guys, it's dumb bullshit o'clock, right? This has been an if.
Not good. Alright, Rolling Thunder decided to become stunned at the edge of the map, surrounded by 3 assault mechs. What are we doing about this, gang?
Alright. Are you guys good if I do a thing?
Is it strangle me?
No. It is, however, turn into an anime character. So what I'm gonna do... First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and move away from this tendril.
Moving away is no problem.
For thematic reasons, and also because, you know, flying. I will go ahead and fly into this area here.
Are we going
I'll stay-
are we going full Macross?
Oh, we are going full Macross.
Which height do you want
Once
to be
again... What?
at? Which height do you want to be at?
You know what? I'm actually gonna go high. I kinda wanna draw fire.
Alright, so you can go up to height 6. Height 6.
Yeah, screw it. We'll overlord over this battle. And throw arms out in all directions. SSC-30 missile system. Utterly target every single enemy on the map. Time to start making agility saves.
Alright, I'm gonna call out the NPC and then you can call out the... You can press the button and we'll do it that way.
Sorry, I pressed the button early. I don't know if that one will count.
I'm gonna start basically top left, clockwise those assaults, and then I'm going over. So the top left assault. 1 agility save, all of them are at 1 difficulty, because these guys are schmucks. Yep, that's 10 explosive damage. It used its... That is not armor piercing, correct? No.
It is not armor piercing, it is just straight explosive damage.
But this guy used its reaction and will take the full 9 damage, leaving it at very little HP.
Ah.
Number 1. Next one is this.
Yep.
1 agility save at 1 difficulty as another rocket from the Monarch. Yep.
9 damage.
For 8. It's going to hunker... Actually, is that against attacks? Attack, it's not an attack, technically. I hate it.
Not.
It's not. You can't even hunker down against it. So it takes 8 damage. Going to this. And the last one. Missile into its face for 1 difficulty. Agility check. 8.
That's not too bad. That's the lower end. Well, that's a mid end, actually.
6 damage. Next up, the Rainmaker.
Mm-hmm.
1 missile streaks towards it. It agility saves at neutral because it is linked up to the node. 14. That does
Actually
it.
succeeds.
Takes 4 damage, which is half to 2 damage.
Okay.
The Archer is adjacent to the node, so maybe it also gets to be neutral. Let's find out.
Should note, I'm also targeting all the tendrils.
That's fair. Tendrils.
So you'll take another hour then.
I'm sorry.
Tendrils.
Hopefully
can
those
we
will
just,
go quick.
1, 2, 3. One of them saves.
Okay. Should I roll those now?
Yeah.
So the first one
Give me-
is
give me
7 damage.
3 quick ones.
Yeah.
That tendril lives. That's actually way more tendrils. The next tendril takes... Oh no, sorry, that tendril is deado. That tendril takes... just 4
from the second one?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the next tendril is deado. The next tendril rolls a 16, takes 3, and 1 last one, please. That one takes 11. Is 11 meets?
11 is
takes-
exactly my save.
Yep, but it's still enough damage to eliminate it.
And then we still have the archer and the command node.
Yep, the archer gets to make a military discipline, +1 accuracy on all attacks, saves, and checks, so it's neutral. Agility save neutral. 15 does it. For
Nah.
very little damage. So that is 3 is 2 because it has a dispersal shield.
And then against the
20,
commando, this is the one
no.
where I really want him to fail.
Command node is impaired. 4.
8 damage.
And Fractal, you're no longer push to talk. Fractal?
Fractal, we can hear your background.
Actually, maybe that should be a rule. Unless you get to drop
Alright.
before you first time.
That's
Might be a
just
thing where he's got headphones on.
disconnect. Command node goes to 9 HP.
Okay.
Structuring, by the way.
Oh man, some of the structuring results are just impaired.
Beautiful.
What are you saying that drones are immune to impaired? Nonsense.
I mean, they're already impaired. You can't be double impaired, can you?
Does that make them better or worse? That's the real question. 1d6. 3 is going to be system. One of its systems is destroyed. Let's take the... Oh no, is it a weapon? It should be a system. The Abjure. Like, it's offensive. Attack. Doesn't have weapon mounts. It's just a brain, basically. Alright.
And then really quickly, I'm going to overcharge.
Yep.
I will take 2 heat, putting me up to 3. I will fire Gondova missiles at this assault over here. 1 accuracy, as always.
Correct. That does it.
I got you, RT.
That's dead.
And that's my turn. Let me remove core power from my sheet.
Constance can't respond because she's stunned because she's too busy cussing out Fractal.
Respectable.
1 assault, 1 barrage, 1 2 difficulty heavy assault rifle. Hitting you for 6. Pulls out a knife. At 1 difficulty. For 4.
What did I do to you, Ralph?
You're stunned, surrounded by enemies. That's your
You
main
weren't fast
problem.
enough, that's all.
That's your main problem.
Can, since Fractal made us hear background noise, can Fractal take the damage in my place?
Nope, afraid not.
Oh, we can't put this to a vote?
Nope.
Fair.
And that's its turn.
Ghost, if you...
All right, I guess that leaves me. All
Well,
right.
Fractal is temporarily gone. I imagine getting called for dinner or something.
Yeah, probably. All right, do I have line of sight on the Rainmaker?
From where you're standing right now, no.
Because you are 3 up, right?
Yep,
3 up.
but still behind the building.
Can you save my
All right.
life?
I was thinking about saving your life.
Oh,
for at
actually,
least
as a
your
reaction,
structure.
to the start of Blind Ghost's turn, I'm gonna issue an order to Rolling Thunder, just telling you to stay alive.
Can you get accuracy? Can
You
get
can
accuracy
use
on
the
structure?
leadership die to reduce damage taken by 1d6.
That's amazing. All right, I didn't know that. All right, so I was going to take out the node, but I'm going to go ahead and use my big guns on this guy.
Mhm.
It has 1 accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Luigi.
16 kinetic.
Takes 15, will hunker down, takes 8 still.
It didn't go out.
No, barely
All right.
not.
Welcome to
All
Assault.
right, I will overcharge.
Mhm.
And let me roll my D3.
Hey,
1
nice.
heat. 1 soup. Oop, I didn't mean to double click. All right. Then I will move to here. That puts me in range, I believe.
Definitely.
And I will shoot him with my assault rifle.
All reliable.
Yep.
That's a
And
miss.
he takes 2.
Takes 1.
Oh, he takes 1. Does it kill him?
No.
Nah.
Not by a long shot.
Ah, dang it. All right.
You still have your initiative, I think.
I still have my initiative. All right. I will shoot the meffer again.
That's a miss for
There
another
we
one.
go. Yep. That is a sad, sad day. I tried to save you. Tried.
Did your best.
Could have.
This assault will move to over here to also get a lock on Blind Ghost, so the whole party is locked on for the Rainmaker, because that's cool. And I think Peregrine's gonna eat it, actually.
You say as if that was not the plan.
At 1 difficulty.
No.
The node is gonna make it reroll that one. I like the command node. Makes these guys not suck entirely. 8.
Misses still,
Still no? Alright, 2 damage.
which goes down to 1 from armor.
Yep. And that's its turn. Rolling Thunder.
I'm going to do the very phenomenal move. You guys might not have predicted this one of ending my turn.
Damn!
Oh, wow.
That's creative. The
I didn't see it coming.
Rainmaker. Can the Rainmaker designate any space? Or does it have to be a free space? Free space is the nano side. A free space is a ground tile, I'm afraid, so it can't just place javelins in midair.
Hilarious as that would be.
Womp womp. So that's a bit useless then. What else can I do? What's the sensor range? 15. 15 is good. Let's invade you, Peregrine.
Come at me.
At neutral, because the linked up. 22, 2 heat and impaired.
Okay. We'll go up to 5 heat. And
For
I
we're
will
taking
come.
3 missile pod shots. The javelins are gone, by the way. 3 missile pod shots, 1 at Peregrine. At neutral, not consuming lock on against your E defense for 4 damage.
On me.
Yep, armor piercing.
Okay. And that is armor piercing, so I go down to 0. So I go to 10 and I drop a structure.
1 for Black Ghost. 5 will not do it. Reaction is expended.
Okay.
And 1 for
Let me
Fractal.
roll a d6 from the custom paint job as well after this is all done.
Yep, I'm done. Fractal gets 4.
Oh, and I get moved 1, I believe. I got knocked back 1.
You get weirdly knocked back to 1 because you are above it, so you're now at height 7.
Okay. And
Probably
also,
also still there.
let me roll a d6 for paint. No, let me roll a d6 for structure check. You gotta be kidding me. I am
Good one.
Oh, this is a brutal round.
quite.
And that is the Rainmaker's turn. Leaving Fractal.
And
What's Fractal doing?
that's a great question. He's not here.
Good turn. In that case, the command node will go. Roll d6. For 5. The dispersal shield recharges. Still can't move. Still is invested. It's going to dispersal shield the archer. 3. Oh, for a 1 again. 1 whole dispersal shield. Put the battery back on. Hello!
Welcome back. What happened?
Every day is a struggle against my internet connection.
Ah,
Alright. So this thing dispersal shields the archer. Can't do anything else. Recharges the reaction. That's the most important part. And it's your turn, Fractal. Fractal?
He's struggling with his internet connection. Give him a moment.
Yeah, mine, a connection to Discord just blipped as well. It was kind of weird.
Fractal, you there?
Yes.
This is your
It's
turn.
your turn.
Yay. Move, boost, and overcharge to boost again. I'm a fast boy. No, I'm not. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
1,
you gonna hit the
2.
Rainmaker?
I'm going to tear you apart. I'm going to friendly fire you.
I'm aware. I also trust that you can't hit for shit. But my language. Hit me first. Be fair.
Is that your turn? Or you still have one
That-
quick left, right?
You do have a quick, right?
Yes, and I'm going to attack with my impact lance, the
good.
archer.
One impact lands into the archer.
Which does that go through to hit the command node as well, or is it only 3?
It's only
Only 3.
Okay.
Ooh, that's max damage.
Hey,
Archer
Yay!
takes 3 and the dispersal shield is knocked off.
Now go! Hit me!
The command node. Command node is going to go. It's going to try to recharge the system. Doesn't do it. Command node will then put the investiture from the Rainmaker onto the archer. And the second quick is going to be an invade into you, Fractal.
You got it.
1 difficulty. 6 doesn't do it.
Nope.
And that is everything. Then the archer gets his turn. The archer now has 2 accuracy because it's invested and adjacent to the node. Shooting at you with a light machine gun at 1 accuracy. 22 for 5. And I believe it takes an
Alright.
amount of damage. 1 damage, was it?
Yeah, 1 damage.
Okay, click this mech feature and then strike armor and 1 AP kinetic, you got it. And the archer will then actually move to here and attack if you like.
interesting choice, but all right.
Alright then. I believe that would be it.
No, you can attack it because it moves.
Right, yeah, I'll attack with my heavy melee. Here we go.
Nope, you have to make the attack as it starts here.
With
so
the impact
your
lance,
threat-
because it started to
threat-
move inside threat 3.
Right, yeah.
That's a miss.
Miss?
The archer will then attempt to knock you off the platform with a ram. On attack, ram at neutral. That's a miss, so the node will let it reroll that one.
Hey, at least they're having as bad rolls as we are.
It is a bit refreshing.
And
Ooh.
knocks you into space. And then
Your
the
snoot has been booped.
archer's turn. Thus, we're going to round 4. I believe. Yep.
Yep.
And who would like to go first?
I'm probably gonna go last.
I'd say Ghost would probably have the best luck going first, I think.
Sure. I'll go first. I will. Peregrine, are you stunned right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I will fly up to next to you, essentially 2 spaces away. I think that brings me to what, 5?
You would need to be at height 6 to be adjacent.
Well, I don't need to be directly adjacent. I just need to be within 2. I drop a smoke charge, giving myself and Peregrine soft cover.
Yep.
How does smoke work in space? Don't worry about it.
I mean, it's a gas. It expands out to fill the void.
If you think about it too much,
Perfect.
you lose. So that is a weird height 5 smoke cloud.
Yep. And then I will take that pot shot at the one guy with 1 health left.
Yeah, don't need to roll.
Okay.
Error, error, error.
And that will be oh, forgot to protocol. Dang it. I protocol that assault.
Mhm.
And it's still up. Okay. And I'll take 1 heat. He's got a 2. He's got a 2 difficulty to hit me, and I've got a 2 difficulty to hit him, and now
Actually,
it's
does he
3
have-
difficulty because I'm in soft cover.
And
Which
4 because he's always impaired.
which
Right, and he's
PlayStation
impaired.
symbol is your favorite?
I don't care. Put a square on him.
Right. All right. The archer is going to go again. The archer is stepping back next to the control node. You can't take another reaction fractal because it hasn't been your turn yet since your last. The archer is going to invade you. It's going to invade you with 1 accuracy. 10 does it, I believe.
Succeed.
For 2 heat and impaired before the machine gun comes out. And light machine guns you also at 1 accuracy. For 5 damage.
Yep. Alright. I have been structured. Oh, that's dismemberment, not structure. Damage.
Go to 12, right?
Yeah. Roll my d6. Resolve
Impaired.
5 to 6.
But you're already impaired, so that's fine.
Nothing happens yet.
And that is the archer's turn.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and go next. I really should deal with this assault before anything bad happens.
Yeah.
You do still have my leadership die to stay alive, which you could interpret as, being used to fight back against these assaults.
Yeah, I will use the heavy machine gun against the assault.
Mhm.
And I'll use that leadership die for accuracy.
Oh, you can't actually.
Oh, because it's inaccurate, so then I'll use it at neutral.
Nope, you can't.
What? Why?
You're not allowed because your siege stabilizer is still on.
What are you talking about?
Siege stabilizers mean you can't shoot someone within range 5 of you.
Correct.
Ah, well then I'll just take them off.
Okay. That's all I needed to hear.
You
I
bastard.
thought you were saying like, oh, you can't use this. You can't use it because you have the siege stabilizer on. You can't turn around to shoot at him. I was gonna be like,
I mean,
what
that's
is this,
basically
GURPS?
it. No, siege stabilizers give you +5 range and you can't attack targets within 5, and that
Alright.
does that.
That's 11.
Oh, actually, that doesn't do it because these are drones which have insane amounts of HP. So let's do a quick hunker down and then take 5.
At which point I'm going to simply overcharge.
Mhm.
Take a D3. That's 1. And I'm going to use the heavy machine gun again.
Fair.
Nice, nice.
And that's a miss.
Yeah, well, you know how it is, spaghetti and all.
Did you already use the leadership die?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does
bummer.
C have any, Does the assault have any threat weapons?
No, just one.
Then... Four, I'm going to move over here into cover.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright. The assault will go... Is the reaction up? No, the command node has to go at this point to get the reaction back up. Rolls a d6 for the shield. Doesn't get the shield back.
He keeps rolling ones on those.
Regains its reaction, that's how it be. It's going to use Investiture as a quick to get the Rainmaker back under control. The Archer no longer is under control. And second quick action just to make at 1 difficulty because it's dumb. Oh, doesn't work. Doesn't do it. Alright, leaving Peregrine and Fractal.
Fractal, you go. I'm gonna be spending my turn recovering from being stunned.
Cool. I'm going to melee the ever-living shit out of an archer.
Mhm.
So... move... Any Overwatches will go off, and
Yep.
I will now barrage.
Mhm.
Yay. Impact Lance. I am going lead in with the heavy melee. The
Yep.
event that the reactor stress I'm about to take will set me out badly.
That's a hit against the Archer, and
Yeah.
takes full damage.
Oh. Wow.
Well, now you don't have to worry about stressing yourself.
Yeah, don't stress about it.
I don't know if you can hear this through my mic, but
Yeah.
And
That'll
I'm
work.
just gonna move into cover then. Scooch.
are you not?
Oop.
Well,
Yeah, you're slowed. Because you started in space! So you move 3 and have 1 left.
You're right. In
and
that
didn't you say
case,
you were gonna
I'll-
barrage? Because you could still hit him with the impact lance.
Nope, not technically, because no targets were announced. We're going to assume that the Archer was the target for both attacks, and the Archer does it after the first attack, thus making everything relevant.
Yep, so I'm here now, and it's all good. Rainmakers are bad.
Rainmakers are bad news. The Rainmaker will go. The Rainmaker will try and invade you. Missing. Oh, sorry. No, that's right. It's neutral. But the command node will let it reroll. Let's do that.
Command
We'll get it
node, man.
neutral. Yeah, it's cool.
And I over.
Without that thing, these guys wouldn't get anything done. Let's be real. Impaired again.
Yay.
I knew I should have just focus fired on that command node.
It's like it's just beefy enough, and it does just not enough direct damage that you don't want to focus it.
Oh no, it tallies up for sure. Because it also gets 2 turns and gets its reaction twice around. It tallies
Yeah,
up. It tallies up immensely.
I've
Yeah,
been
I
trying
should've-
to
I
kill
should've
it the whole
focused fired
time.
that
Then the Rainmaker will shoot. It's going to give a missile to Blind Ghost, Peregrine, and Fractal. Peregrine first. This is against your
I have an evasion of 5 right now.
that's against your E defense. It's going to be at
Oh well
neutral.
then.
But you
gonna
also don't take any cover.
Yeah.
11.
Yep. So I take 4, which goes down, which is AP.
Yep.
So I do have to take all of it.
Ghost, take 4. And Fractal, take 4. All of you are knocked back 1.
I was gonna say, what's the angle of my knockback here?
Up and away. Go to height 8. Ghost, you go to height
Ralph,
6.
activate your engine. Your grapple engine.
You have the new grapple. You should be able to. And then the Rainmaker will step down. And end its turn. Leaving... None? Nobody? Nope. Fractal, you need to press enter. Thank you. In that case... The node gets a
Peregrine
turn.
has to get rid of the stun.
Oh yeah, Peregrine needs to get rid of stun.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I get rid of. I go on my turn, which gets rid of stunned and impaired.
Wonderful.
That's my beautiful turn.
Good turn.
sorry.
The assault... Actually, no. The node takes its second turn now. Roll to d6. 3, doesn't recharge. Recharges its reaction. Will consume lock-on, invade your fractal. For 2 heat, and then put a lock-on on you. So just 2 heat for you. Also can't move. Then we're going to take the assault. So now it get a reroll. The assault recharges its reaction. The assault will try to invade you, Peregrine. Okay. Has a quick attack. It's at 1 difficulty. 2. It gets a reroll. 6. Alright.
No.
It will then move 4 spaces. And just shoot you in the face one time. At 2 difficulty. 12 for 6.
God, you still got that Everest.
As we're going to round 4. 8 rounds, by the way.
Well, there go my siege stabilizers. Those are now destroyed.
Siege stabilizers fall off. Wrecked. Alright, who would like to go first?
I'd like to get this assault out of my face. If possible. If you guys don't mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what the best way to go about that is between all 3 of us.
Oh, I was just going to try and ram him.
Just like ram him and run down the north end.
Yeah, something like that.
I am within position to directly begin attacking the command node. Just tossing it out there.
It would probably be good for Fractal to go first and just start wailing on the command node, because if we can get rid of that, that'll help us a lot.
Yeah. May I then?
I'm for it.
Cool. One space.
Oh, sorry!
move.
Wait, stop! You moved, you fool! Give me
Last
a
turn,
hull save.
I already. Oh right, yeah, another one.
For the no, sorry. Did you do the tentacle hull save? Sorry, I didn't see
Did
it.
Yeah, he
one
did.
last
He got a
time.
You
17.
did? Okay, sorry, didn't see that. Go for it.
I'm being honest. Last turn.
Nope,
and such.
definitely. Sorry, I thought we all missed it. Sorry. No, definitely. Go for it.
I'm still good.
Yep, you're absolutely fine. Can move up to the command
And-
node and slap it upside the head.
Now the barrage. Yeah.
Whack, whack.
Give it a series of high fives.
That's a hit with the impact
Ooh, that's a
lance.
crit. You can re-roll that d6 if you want.
That's 4 damage.
Same route. Yep.
And another 6 damage. Leading
Yeah.
into structure. Don't roll a 1. Nope, just a 2. One of its weapons doesn't have any weapons, so it's going to lose the... Has to lose the dispersal shield.
Useful.
Gonzo. And goes to one structure. Alright, would you like to overcharge?
I'm fine.
Because you're at what, 1d6 now?
Yep. Alright, and... Oh. And turn me. And I do believe that's my turn.
Great. In that case, does the command not even need to go? Should probably. Because that assault is not getting anything done. Let's do the command node. Command node goes, recharges its reaction. Doesn't need to roll for the shield because it's Gonzo. It's going to consume the lock-on on you, Fractal, to invade you. At neutral. Take 2 heat. Put another lock-on onto you. And that's going to be its first turn.
I am cooking alive here, bros.
Alright. I can come over and help in a minute, but for now I think we do need to help Rolling Thunder with the assault that she's got in front of her.
I'm just going
It's-
to do a ram.
Alright.
Any accuracy or difficulty on this, Ruff?
Oh, actually, what I'll do as a reaction to the start of your turn is I'll go ahead and give you an order to get away from that assault and give you a leadership die.
Alright, 1 accuracy it is.
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. If you're shooting it, it's going to be at 1 difficulty, right?
Okay, no difficulty for the ram though, so I can have accuracy on this.
That's a ram.
Just right in front of me and remember that he goes prone. Give me just a moment. I need to look at some statuses. I'm going to make a heavy machine gun attack on it since it'd be at neutral.
Makes sense? Oh, it's gone!
Roll me another 2d6, please. Let's go for the 16. And you're gonna need a 16 if you want to kill it. There you go.
Oh,
Don't
get this
still.
guy out of here.
So that's 16, that's 15, hunkers down, takes 8, which is exactly enough.
And I'm going to move 4, and that'll be my turn.
Alright, just the node and the Rainmaker. So the Rainmaker first is going to move. Actually, let me measure something real quick. Yeah, that works out. Rainmaker is going to move adjacent to the control node to get another accuracy and everything. The Rainmaker will invade you, Fractal.
I forget, was the lock-on consumed on Fractal, or did that get put back on him?
The
Got put
node
back on.
Yeah, node consumes for invade
okay.
and then puts back on. 17.
What does the 2 do again?
4 and a 2. 2 is exposed.
Joy.
The Rainmaker will then shoot a bunch of missiles. 1 for Peregrine.
Understandable.
That's the wrong button. Peregrine at 1 accuracy, actually. Adjacent invested. That's it. 1 for Blind Ghost. 1 accuracy. That's a hit. And 1 for Fractal. 4 a hit.
8.
I assume I
Taking
get knocked
6.
back and up another space.
Yes.
Are these not affected by the
No, because they're seeking.
smoke? Ah, okay.
So I go up to 9, and I assume back there.
Yeah, something like that. And Fractal, you get to structure, I think.
No, I'm only down to 6. Armor.
Why? It's armor piercing because you have lock on. And you expose
Right.
doubles. That is exactly a structure. Give me a hull save, please. Add 1 difficulty because you are impaired. To prevent your
no.
mech from being destroyed. Number 3 button is saves.
No.
Oh no.
Is it destroyed?
Yep, your mech takes a rocket to the chest and flies apart.
God damn it. When I was just gonna
You
be able
know,
to
I
go
really
up
should
and
have learned
start-
how to repair this instead of just, letting it rot. Oh well.
And that is the Raymaker's turn.
Y'all, I got a plan and it's probably bad.
Oh,
Speed.
what's up?
Because what I'm thinking
Your
of
bad
doing,
plan.
I got some missile racks, and those two are standing in a neat burst 1 zone.
Do
and
it.
I can get to the point where I can shoot them.
Do it.
Please.
Move boost to get over here. Drop. How far down can I drop while doing that?
Up to your movement, so you could be on the ground again. Because you can, so you move 6 across and 6 up or down.
I mean, it doesn't really matter where I am. I'm not going to be able to get cover from these guys, so I'll just go there.
Yep.
And I will double fire my missile racks into them.
Yes.
So, and what I'll actually do is on the first one, I will. Well, actually, let me go ahead and just put the blast marker out. Oh, come on.
Want to push them back? So probably to like.
Yeah,
that.
because what I will try to do is I will, for the one on the command node, let me go ahead and actually roll to make sure I hit first.
Do you want to push
Which I
them both back, or do you just want to push one back? Because because the pushback happens from the center of the blast. So this would push both back, and if you're like this wouldn't push.
What I want to
back.
do is I want to push the Rainmaker away from the command node.
Because okay, so at that point, right now you push the node away from the Rainmaker. This would push both of them like out of the way.
I think what I want to do is I want to do this, so the Rainmaker gets pushed that way.
Yes, and the node would stay in this case because the blast is on top of the node.
And then my second rocket, after the Rainmaker has moved, I'll just, change where the blast is because it's 2 separate attacks.
Definitely.
So the first separate attack roll against the node, no accuracy or difficulty,
Definitely hit.
3 damage.
3 damage.
And then against the Rainmaker,
Hit for 2 damage.
and then it is. Let me
Bonks
find
into
out
the
the
wall.
specific. Well, it's not pushback 3. I'm using the other form of.
What's the other form?
Sorry, I'm looking it up right now. It's weird.
Thunder.
I never thought I would actually use this one. Thunder, yeah. Burst 2 area around the target. Characters in the area must succeed on an agility save or be knocked back 1 space away from the target. So it's just gonna hopefully knock it back 1.
Yep, actually unlikely
Oh, see.
because this guy has agility save out the ass now next to the command node.
Ah, damn it! Should've tried to push
So
the
it's
command node
impaired.
itself
It's
back.
impaired 1 difficulty. It's linked up 1 accuracy. It's next to the command node 1 accuracy. So it works this throw with 1 accuracy. 10 still doesn't do it. Knocks him back.
And then the second Ox Missile Rack will hit like that. So it is 4 damage against
Yep.
the command node.
Does it?
Okay. And then against the Rainmaker.
That does it. Takes 2.
And I have fired all of my weapons that have reloading.
What's your reload counter up? Like 8? It's like 3, right? Alright, in that case, it's just the node that still gets to go. The node will consume the lock-on for an invade on you, Peregrine.
Makes sense?
Neutral 9.
No. Actually, no, yes, that is yes. Sorry, I was mixing it up with my evasion.
So impaired and 2 heat, and then puts a lock-on back onto you.
Okay, so I'm up at 7 heat.
Ending
And
its
I
second
am
turn. And we still have Ghost left and Rolling Thunder.
I've already had my turn this round.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
no,
I
you
need
are
to
there.
hit
There you
end
are.
turn, sorry.
Ghost.
And I see the Rainmaker from here.
Definitely. You're 7 spaces
All
high in
right.
the air. You can see it all. The meaning
Okay,
of
I
life,
will
everything.
Yep. I see the meaning of life. I will protocol that, my type 3 shield against the Rainmaker, because screw that guy and his attack.
Definitely. Take another heat.
Yep, 1 second. There we go. Move to here. Going down. All the way to 3. Get behind the building. I think that did it. There we go. And as a full round, I reload.
Are you going to spend a repair to repair, or are you going to clear heat?
I am actually going to leave my heat and repair.
Mhm.
And that is my turn.
All right. And that
Is
is
that the-
everything. Yep. That's all of it. We're going to round 6 out of 8.
Mm-hmm.
The Rainmaker will start.
Yeah, I figured.
Move adjacent again.
Yep.
We'll throw it and invade in your face, Peregrine. At 1 accuracy.
Roll a 1.
No.
That is not a 1. I go to 1 heat, and I can lose a bit of that.
Give me the exposed.
1 moment. 1d6.
That does it.
Let me pull up exposed, which is...
Already put it on you. It's the crackly skin boy.
Ah, gotcha.
And then the Rainmaker will shoot 2 targets with its missile pods, Ghost and Peregrine. Missile pod for Ghost. It's going to be at 1 accuracy. 6. That doesn't do it.
Even with the... Oh, okay.
It doesn't consume the lock-on, just needs the target to have lock-on. That's why I'm never consuming it.
No, I just mean, like, since I had the...
Oh yeah, sorry,
protocol
the
shield.
protocol, yeah, completely forgot
Yeah.
that. So it's actually at 1 difficulty, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Second missile into Peregrine's face.
I mean, I'm getting structured no matter what.
Yep.
With reliable. That hits, so I take 8.
8. 8 armor piercing.
So I go to 7 and... Well, actually, wait a minute.
Mhm.
Custom paint job.
Custom paint job? No.
No. Let me roll my 2d6.
Ooh, and at 1 difficulty because you're impaired.
Mama Luigi, give me
Oh,
my new
no.
pair of shoes. Hull save?
Hull save at 1 difficulty, please.
I will not succeed. That's me gone.
Threat terminated.
Well, that's amazing and awful. Falling Thunder, get your butt up here.
Wow, I'd be here a lot sooner if it weren't for.
For those meddling kids.
And then the comms click off.
That's the Rainmaker's turn.
You know all of this could have been avoided if we
Guys?
simply left her to die, yes?
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go feral.
Oh,
Not
yeah!
again.
You have a mobility suit?
I have a light heart suit. I do not have a mobility suit, but
So
let
your
me-
Monarch's wreckage is still floating in space at height 3 at the moment.
yes.
I'm
I
gonna-
forget. How far do you go when you eject?
6 spaces.
5,
6.
6.
6.
But before Peregrine goes, I'm going to go.
Yeah, no. I'll definitely have to go last.
Would you like to upkeep your shield?
Nope.
Got it.
Well, actually, yes. Actually, I'm going to keep it up. Keep it up.
Alright.
That's fine. I pop up 1, and I target the big node with my big gun.
That should do it. Not only is
Oh,
that 2 max down
freaking
fractal,
mid.
that's the 2 expensive max down. That's way worse.
Yeah.
And that does it by a long shot.
Link terminated.
Good. All right, then I duck back down like a sad little. Actually, I'm going to get right here so he can lose line of sight altogether, but he can still try to missile me, whatever.
Yeah,
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
great. Rolling Thunder, Peregrine, or Fractal. It's the last Rainmaker drone.
And it's already gone.
Yes,
One
it has
moment, let me
already gone.
double check the action economy for this.
You don't want to
Because it's
eject.
You don't want to eject?
No, because
No.
then when you repair your mech for the next scene, it's going to be permanently impaired.
Oh, it's permanently impaired whenever you eject?
Yes, because the ejection seat rips out a bunch of systems too.
Okay.
Is the idea behind
But
it. I think.
mounting, dismounting is like the full action.
Yes, it's a full action.
Okay. So I will just dismount. And can I, like, kick off it with my move to just get to the other side over there?
You are speed 4 and you eject. You move outside and adjacent, so yeah, definitely. You can just make it. you
Okay.
don't-
Yeah, let me find PC Peregrine Pilot. And yes, I will be moving here.
All right.
What
Is
are
your
you
heart suit
doing?
vacuum
Get back
proof?
in your mech.
Why do you have 18 HP? What? Oh no, it's 10. Sorry. Misread that.
That would be insane if that was 18. No.
18? What? What are we doing? Alright, and you don't have an end turn button, so you need the one on your mech. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
And Rolling Thunder or Fractal.
I'm going to move and boost to end my turn.
Wonderful.
I have a similar idea to you.
It's poor drone. Doesn't
This
even get
drone didn't know what they were getting into today. I'd like
doesn't
to
even get clear
dismount from my
signals
mech
anymore. Yep, get out.
and move.
Mhm.
The token on the map. Doop.
Wonderful.
Hello.
Pilot squad. Pilot squad.
Biological entity detected. Moving to engage.
Amazing.
Alright. The Rainmaker will just try to step on you, Fractal. See if it can, actually. It's not very likely. Actually, it will consume. Oh no, well, no, the lock-on is on your mech, not on you. Let's be real. Hey!
Wow.
Three kinetic as the mech kicks you in the face.
Ow. My sexy face.
Please cease and desist. Lay on your floor.
And that's its turn. We're in round 7, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means we basically have to
Okay.
kill it this round. And do we
We
do we
don't need
count?
to-
Do us pilots count if we're on the zone for controlling it for the
Yes,
objective?
at the end of the 8th round, there need to be more enemy characters in the zone than enemies. So
Okay.
it's very hard to lose at this point.
Fractal, do
what's
you want
your
to do
what's
the
your
honors?
Fractal? What's your pilot's armor? 1.
Stealth hard suit.
So
You should
stealth
have rolled
hard
for
suit.
invisibility.
Is it
but,
permanently invisible? Or do you need to activate it?
I
1 second.
I've got it on my sheet. I can look.
Fantastic.
It has a quick action. You can become invisible.
Aha!
Ah,
Take the full
and they
3
cease to be
damage.
invisible if they take any damage. So
So you need to put it, but it doesn't start then. So you need to use a quick action to turn on invisible, and then
yep. And
Right.
next turn is jockeying.
yeah, no,
so-
definitely.
Oh, by the way, Blind Ghost, if you could shoot that son of a bitch.
yep. I'm gonna move boost.
Do you want to disable your shield first?
It's a protocol to keep it up, so I didn't call it. It's
Fair.
gone.
Fair. Yep, you got it.
Alrighty, tidy. I will shoot him with my assault rifle.
Yes, this archer is no longer linked up to the command node, so it is no longer resistance.
Oh, I don't actually have accuracy on this. What am I doing?
That's a hit for 5.
Okie dokie. I don't think I can do anything else at this point, can I?
Could lock on.
But I can.
Oh yeah, I can lock on, can't I? There we go. I'll lock on to that.
If you don't
son
kill
of
it, Fractal or I will.
All right, well, it's got a lock on. You guys enjoy that. End of turn.
We consume lock on in this state.
Yes, you can.
Cool. I'd like to attempt a jockey.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna
But
go
you
up
can't
to it.
consume lock on for that because it's not an attack. So you roll me a d20 at your grit, and I'm going to roll a whole save at 1 difficulty, and you're probably gonna win. Solid 13 there. You jump in the low gravity. You jump, attempt to tackle Rainmaker, and just headbutts you. Doesn't even seem
Ow.
like it meant to do that, right? It just randomly moved its head and hit you in the face.
Peregrine, you're up.
All right. It's very simple. I'm
kill
gonna
we
move
kill the
over
Batman.
here. Yes, we kill the Batman. We kill the Rainmaker. I'm going to just run over here. I'm going to consume lock on
Mhm.
to anime-style melee cut this thing in half with the cavalry saber,
Sounds good to me.
with like an officer's saber.
Pull out the saber as you run. You jump in the low gravity environment.
And I believe it's one actually because I'm consuming lock on. I can consume lock
Correct.
on, right?
You can, yeah. That's a hit
It-
for 2 damage. You fly past the Rainmaker, land on the command node wreckage, and you know how it goes. You sheath your blade.
Get a nice 3-point landing and a flip in there.
You sheath your blade as you land, and the Rainmaker stands for a moment before it crumbles onto the ground. Good one. At that moment, Rolling Thunder, you can catch up to the rest of the group. As we're going to round 8 and yada yada. You've done it.
So, repairs are going to be a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Big issue.
Hey,
Let's talk about
you know how
repairs.
it would have been a lot more efficient if we'd left you to die?
What?
But it would have ended up being all of the assaults coming after us afterwards. We can still make this work.
So, I believe Peregrine, using a Monarch, has 3 repair points.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give
Let's
one
go.
repair
Yeah, no, let's go through it one by one, so everything doesn't get super confusing, please.
Ghost, you've still got all 4 of your repair points, right?
Ghost used one.
Yeah, 1. So Ghost, you have 4 left.
I give 1 to Peregrine, and I give 1 to Fractal.
Hold on, just 1 second. RT, you have
I have
all 5
5
left. Perfect.
Yeah.
Fractal, you got also 5. That's not bad. That's usually more than other last level 2 mechs have.
Because I was planning on just using all of mine right now.
And Peregrine, how many repair caps do you have?
3.
3.
Monarch life.
All right.
Oh, okay, so
Ghost.
Fractal has enough to repair.
Ghost, what are you-
However, I
yes,
do also
We will
need...
both start at 1 stress and 1 structure, so...
Correct.
And we can only use donated repairs to fix ourselves up.
No, you can use any repairs to fix yourself up. You can
Oh.
only use your own repairs
Well,
to
we
then
can only
repair
get
systems.
donated repairs to fix our to be undestroyed.
Yes,
Actually, repairing or
Mhm.
getting structure back requires spending our own.
Correct.
So
So the
So
lock
what do you
falls
need?
off.
I'd say you guys go ahead and say how you're going to be using your repairs first.
I don't need to use my
Oh.
repairs.
Ghost actually
if-
doesn't. Nope.
Because if I
Ghost, do
get
you
1
wanna-
from Rolling Thunder and I get 2 from Ghost, I can spend 1 more of my own to repair, and then I can spend 2 repairs to get back a structure.
Yeah, my plan was to use 2 of mine on my structure, another 2 on my roller grenade, to get 1 back via Grease Monkey. And then I was going to give the last 1 to Peregrine.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. Grease Monkey 3?
No.
Grease Monkey 1.
Oh,
when
okay,
resting, you can
okay,
spend
yeah,
2
yeah, yeah.
repairs to replenish 1 use of all limited
Do you
weapons.
really
Sorry,
think
I
you'll
was
be
I was
using
suddenly really
grenades?
hoping that we were about to get a supply drop.
Are
No,
you sure
unfortunately.
you need grenades? I see you've moved me away.
I'm just moving everybody around to get the stuff away.
All right, who needs repair? I've got 4. I'm willing to give 3 of them up, as long as you're using all of yours in the process.
If I get 2 from you and 1 from Rolling Thunder, I can rebuild myself and then go up to 2 structure.
All right, I give him 2 repairs.
If I get
Alright.
2 from you... I could get back up to 4 structure if I nabbed all of Ghosts.
Damn, really?
But Peregrine... I'd only have 1 HP, but sets me up.
Oh no,
All
you
4
go.
sets
So
me up to
you
1, 5. No, I can
spend
get up to 3 structure. And a full heal.
Well, because structure is 2 points per to repair.
Yeah, I know. I can get up to base, 1 structure,
Oh,
2...
So you spend your
I can get
you
up...
spend 4 repair points from anywhere. You go to full HP, 1 stress, 1 structure, and then
Yeah.
you have 1 left. And if Ghost gives you 2, that leaves you at 3.
Nope, I'm gonna give him 1.
All right.
Or you could let me die. Thank you.
In that case, you can.
he is a melee frame, so that is something we have to consider, is that having that amount of structure will be helpful. Even if only bringing it up to, like, 2 or 3.
Well,
'Cause
what
you have
about Rolling
5.
Thunder? What is Rolling Thunder giving?
I assume you're giving it all to Peregrine. For, you know, the obvious reason.
She used 2 to repair her structure back up to 4, used 2 to get back some grenades, and gave 1 to me for repairing myself.
I only have 1 repair left. Should I hand it off? Is that a tactically appropriate thing?
Doesn't really help Fractal at all, because then Fractal has 1 left over. So.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So I spend 2... I get 2, that's... 1 structure, 2 structure. I get up to 2 structure and full health.
Correct.
I just count my lucky stars that I didn't get any junked systems, just a bunch of impaired.
Oh.
All right. Reiterating, Ghost, you have 1 left in your pocket.
Yep.
RT, you got 5, repaired a bunch of stuff, got a grenade back, gave 1 to Peregrine, are at 0.
Yep.
Fractal, you got 1 from Ghost, spend 4 to repair your mech to 1 stress, 1 structure, full HP. Then use the 1 left over from yourself and the 1 from I guess that. Don't worry about it. You got 6, you are 2 structure, 1 stress, full HP. And Peregrine, you got.
I got 1
You
from
got
RT, I got 2 from Ghost.
6, so 4 plus 1 structure. Yep. Alright, got it. Perfect. That works out. Ghost, would you like to clear your heat, or would you like to keep it because Nuclear Cavalier?
I'm clearing it at this point.
Perfect. That is all I need to know. In that case, let's take a quick 5-minute break. And then we can
Go get some water.
go into round 2. Are we doing Twitch chat? Is everybody liking the NPCs? I'm having a lot of fun with the NPCs. I think these are very good NPCs. I'll toot my own horn on this one. With the command note in the back, it's fun. It's definitely fun to play.
Wow, Daniel Phantasmal.
Who's Daniel Phantasmo?
I clap.
Oh, is that the guy who joined? That's good. Pizza time. Let's go for it, actually. Fuck it.
Pizza time.
It's so good.
Oh, indeed it is. I just got back to a pizza song.
It's just so good.
Even more haunting.
Listen, the
Every
Tobey
detail
Maguire
of it.
Spider-Man movies were a gift to the world.
They weren't a good gift, but damn
No,
if
they were.
were the perfect
I
gift.
am standing by that. They are unironically the best Spider-Man movies. I'm sorry.
They knew what they were about. I will say that.
I never really got into. And there was like a reboot, right?
There's the Amazing Spider-Man films, which,
Was there more than
and then
one?
there was
I
the
only saw the one with the lizard. More
there
than that?
was the one with the lizard, and then there was a sequel after that, which had Electro and like
Oh,
Green
yeah.
Goblin and such. And like those are the two that I remember. And then there was the MCU ones with Tom Holland, which is what everyone thinks of for Spider-Man nowadays.
My Spider-Man will forever be Tobey. The second one, no, actually, no, the second one was the best one. The third one fell off pretty hard. The
Yeah,
first one was okay. The first one was entirely Willem Dafoe, though.
the first one is good just from a pure like this is making it, this is what made it happen.
Yeah.
The second one was the ultimate expression, and the third was just they tried for a little too hard too long.
Isn't that even what kicked off the superhero craze somewhat?
I
that
know-
was the
I know.
first one.
Yeah, I think that's the one that got the superhero craze properly going, because there were superhero movies before that, but that's the one that really hit.
And then, of course, Christopher Nolan with Batman trilogy put that on another level again.
That's true. And that was because what was the first one for that one? Batman Begins. You know what I kind of
Early, early, very
you
early.
know what I remember existing, but I don't remember anything about Superman Returns.
Yeah.
The
Batman
only thing I
Begins
remember
is
about that.
2005. Jesus, I'm old.
That's the only thing I remember about that one is Lex Luthor screaming "Wrong!"
Spider-Man 1 is 2002. Batman Begins is 2005.
Damn.
Damn indeed. We're gonna go for a troll mission next, by the way.
Oh no! Well, that means that hopefully I can just stand on a back point and shoot people around walls.
Yeah, mind the tendrils, but yeah.
Plus, at least it means
But
that
if we
everybody
just
else can
stand
go
close
ahead and.
together, we can just benefit from spotted constantly.
True. Except there's 2 back zones.
Although we'll probably have to. I'm worried about splitting apart because that always ends up being an iffy proposition. But because generally the way a lot of these end up going, that's best is having like. It's hard to figure out what's the best way to go because we need to get the points.
Yep. Also, the map is interesting.
Shout out to the Interpoint board for being perfectly fine with us just running to this AI planet and beating it up because it's HR not being,
Oh, we're going rogue.
on the.
The board of directors can never know. They must never know. That's why we're taking out the comms first, right? That's what we're doing right now.
Ralph,
true.
I think that if the board of directors ever learns, he'll just make us invade their planet next.
Maybe. We're
I
going
think
rogue
the
to
fact
get me
that-
that vacation. That's the plot
The
line.
fact that you have 200 Lancers in your station has gone to your head. You now have a private army.
Yeah, for sure. The NHP is like, I'm going on vacation, and by that I cascaded a little while ago, and I'm getting ready for my revenge.
I'm almost positive Ralph is cascaded.
Yeah.
Nobody can stop me, okay? I'm getting that vacation.
Ralph is cascaded, but part of his cascading was him deciding it's time to cycle.
Ralph is going rampant.
Rampant Ralph.
He's currently in the jealousy stage. Jealous of all those humans who get to go on vacation.
I want to go on vacation. Humans get to.
I mean,
why
we
don't I?
had a vacation under his auspices one week. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that wasn't a vacation for me, though. I had to deal with eco-terrorist surfer boys, alright?
That was one of my favorite. Interpoint Station weeks, I have to say. It was amazing.
Oh, it was a pretty good one. think the one that stuck with the most people though is Planet Suck as week 3. 3 was oof.
Planet Suck was awful. There was just nothing else quite like it. In terms of
Everybody-
Planet
enemy,
Suck was
the only loss in Interpoint history.
Planet
everyone-
Suck was the week that I joined in. I got to watch Romeo kind of just dance around as a goblin and not actually do anything other than summon holograms.
Those were cool holograms though.
I don't think he ever actually attacked or did symbiosis once.
That's
Not that
because the
symbiosis
rocket launcher was
bad
broken, I
because
think.
everything was biological. Oh, did he have a rocket launcher? I
Yeah,
only
he-
ever
he-
just
he got
remember him,
the-
like,
He got the
running
reserve
from
for the Sharanga missiles, but the Goblin only has 1 weapon mount, and got broke pretty early on. The Goblin has like -3 repair.
I mostly just remember a lot of the goblin running around and hiding on other mechs.
All right, Fractal, you back?
I've been here the entire time.
Wonderful. In that case, I'll put us on the next map. This is-
There's tendrils in the middles of each of them.
This is surprise. It's all tendrils. Always has been. You can
tendrils
place
all the way down.
yourselves. You can place yourselves at the bottom of the map, so you are in one of the bottom hexes. Opposing you will be a Intercorp drone security force consisting of assault, engineer, and of course we can't be without a node because otherwise these things would get nothing done.
So we're
Bastards.
required to be in the bottom line here.
So it's 2 engineers, 3 souls, and 1 command node.
Are we all just going to pile one side and just sweep through to the command node and just go east to west after sweeping upwards?
Don't forget you can kill the tendrils. They are 10 evasion, 5 HP if they're too much in the way.
That honestly, just moving as a group and wiping out everything that we come across like a Katamari sounds good to me.
Okay,
Please.
so this is a control mission. At the end of each round, we're going to tally up people standing on the control zones. Control zones are in dark gray. We're playing 6 rounds, and at the end of the 6th round, the team with more control points wins.
Do tendrils count?
Tendrils do not count, no. They are just mindless.
Thank God.
Yeah, so you can go Katamari and sweep through, but keep the score in check. It's my advice.
Yeah.
Are you happy with your placement?
I'm happy with my placement because I think I can do some things first turn.
Just place yourself as you would like, and then we can.
Where's the deployable area?
The bottom
I missed it.
hexes. Bottom hexes.
Oh, just the bottom rows. Okay,
Yeah,
I
bottom,
see.
bottom row. Peregrine
Oh,
gets
only
an
the bottom
exception.
row.
Yes.
Because I'm
Peregrine gets- because you're huge.
Big
have-
boys go there. Got it.
The Ridley problem. I'm too big.
Too big. Can't get them to smash.
Yeah, exactly.
I think one of my favorite photoshops is still the Brawl character roster, but Ridley took up like 10 slots.
Fractal, can you place yourself?
I'm not on the map.
You're there.
Oh, can you not see yourself?
Thank you. Oh, no, wait, there. No.
There you are. So you can place yourself in the bottom row of hexes.
Yeah, I know. It keeps flinging me to the middle of the map.
Maybe reload. That
No!
usually, that usually helps. Reloading usually helps.
Fractal's
Whoa.
going up. I see an
Oh.
engineer back there.
He's
I
moving
see
at
2
impossibly high
engineers.
speeds.
Oh, my life flashed before my eyes. Again.
Yes, it is. two
I know my
engineers.
first turn is probably just going to be moving up, hitting that tendril, and then, I don't know, locking onto
Oh.
somebody.
My first turn was literally going to be moving up to that hardcover, shooting the tendril, and then shooting a mortar at the command node.
My first turn is just going to be moving up into range and hitting that command node with my Cyclone Pulse Rifle at all
I
possible.
think all of us are just going to be moving up and hitting that command node.
The players have learned. I am so proud. I love it. Yep, that is the way to deal with these guys.
You guys mind if I go first?
Absolutely
Yeah,
got it.
Sure. I mean, we're all going to be doing similar things, so. Also, you should probably just bump core power immediately.
I was literally going to say I'm going to give myself a fancy star and feel good about myself.
Your
At which
special
point I'm
RT.
going to use my move and then one movement of the free boost just to get right here.
Yep.
At which point I'm going to shoot the tendril right next to me with the heavy machine gun, or at least hope I do.
It's neutral. That's a hit.
I'll be
Destroying tendrils.
And then I'm going to. I measured it out, but let me make sure for certain. Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
I think I can only hit him. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
You could
Okay.
also hit the building if you're inclined, but doesn't make a big difference.
I'm not so inclined. I'm just going to hit him.
Yep.
At which point I'm going to.
Another neutral roll.
Oh yeah. That's right.
That's not a hit.
Dang. Okay. Well, that's my turn.
It's one off. It's close.
10 armor, good to know.
I mean,
10 armor,
yeah,
10
at least
evasion.
having the tendril gun is something.
The command node will go and investiture into this assault next to it. There. It's then going to dispersal shield. Onto the engineer, rolling d3. For the full 3.
Don't like that.
It's then going to move. It's a fast boy, actually. Oh, it's a very
Command
fast
node is
boy.
fast?
Yep, command nodes are very fast. It
That's wild.
it starts galloping. Starts galloping on all 4 legs. And that is its turn. So, oh no, sorry, it can't. Sorry, it moves there and then investitures because otherwise it becomes immobilized immediately. Becomes immobilized there, has the battery shield on, and is linked to the assault. And that's all the icons it gets for now. A Christmas tree. Alright. Whomst would like to go next?
I can wait if other people want to go. Ghost, do you want to go and whack the command node with your CPR?
Yep.
And actually, what I will do as a reaction on the start of your turn is I will call out to you to destroy that command node and give you a leadership die.
Sounds fantastic. Oh, also popping core power.
Definitely.
Yeah. Let me throw the star on, because I'm a happy-go-lucky special guy. All right.
Now the question is, do you spend that leadership die for accuracy or do you save it
Oh.
for bonus damage because you
Yes.
already have 2 accuracy?
Yes.
Can I add bonus damage?
With
Because
with the
Karen
leadership
can-
dice, you can use basically because I have leader 3, you can spend a leadership die to deal a D3 extra bonus damage on a hit.
A d6.
But you have
bonus
to hit
damage.
first and then you can
Plus 1d6 bonus
Okay.
damage.
Nice. Okay. So this building here, the turret thing, that is a size 3 turret, correct?
This building? Sorry. This building?
No, the one down here by me. Looks
This
like
one?
a turret.
Or this one?
That one.
The small one is a size 1 turret, yes. Hardcover.
Oh, it's a size 1 turret. Okay, fine.
Definitely.
So I can cozy up to it, and it'll be fine.
Basically, all the all my terrain is size corresponding to footprint. So 1 hex is size 1, these hexes are size 3, and so on.
Oh, I just meant tall.
Oh no, they're just size 1 tall.
Okay, great.
I'm not a big fan of because it gets confusing and they don't explain anything. So it's just what you see.
So I move boost with my free boost.
Mhm.
Going there, and I will be firing on that big commander.
Definitely. The accuracy is too big to get any cover from there. That is
Ooh.
a miss. Oh no, it's a miss.
I
Takes
didn't add
5.
my command dice.
You wanted to do it on damage, right? Because you already had 2 accuracy. You can roll a 6 on accuracy and it will do nothing. It's going to be a miss.
No, I mean, can't.
For the
can't-
damage, you have to choose to use the accuracy before.
When taking damage or deal... When they hit with an attack, so you can't even use the command dice right now.
But you can hold on to it for later, or you can give it back as a free action.
Correct.
I thought that there was reroll with it, but okay.
Nope.
That
Sadly not.
is fine. I will then use a free action to reload.
Reload the gun. You have
Okey-dokey.
initiative left, and you have an overcharge if you like.
That's true. Can I do initiative and overcharge and do another barrage?
No, you can't glue them together.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, well, let me just shoot him with my assault rifle using initiative.
That hits. You could apply the d6 on it.
Correct.
I certainly could. 1 second. Assault rifle, 1 accuracy.
It's at... No, it's at 1. Yeah. You got it. That's a hit. It's a
Ooh,
crit.
crit.
Reroll the damage, please. Another d6.
Sure thing, and I'll apply my I'll apply the damage bonus.
Yep, so...
So should I roll 2d6?
roll me 1d6
3d6.
first. 1d6 first.
Roll.
Okay.
1d6 for the crit.
Alright.
So you take
5.
5, and then 1d6 for the bonus damage.
Alrighty.
Alright!
Oh!
That will structure the
11.
damn thing.
Fattest assault rifle hit of your life.
Let's see what happens.
Um,
A 5. It's going to be impaired, which it already is.
great. I guess that's the end of my turn.
This assault will move to here. Shoot at you as a quick. You have hard cover, of course. The assault is impaired. The assault gains 2 accuracy, though, so it's going to be at 2 difficulty from the hard cover. No, actually, it's a 1. Goes up to, goes down to, is impaired at 1 difficulty. Or a 6 kinetic.
That's a hit.
Yep. The assault will then move onward to there, being careful not to break the 5 space limit on the investiture. Because if it ever moves out of 5 from the control node, the investiture immediately stops. And that's its turn.
So guys, do you want me to make investiture stop? And I could also clear out those tendrils for Fractal to run up and hit that assault.
That sounds like it'd be a pretty good plan. I had a really stupid plan that would have done basically nothing for us, but it would have looked really funny. Which was basically just to shoot the assault and then ricochet everything else.
I still wouldn't be able to get to the assault, you realize.
I don't... Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Yeah, because if you move boost, you can get close enough to impact lance, but not to heavy melee.
And, because of reasons, that wouldn't do too well to, you know, be within shooting range.
Yeah.
You know who I'm blaming. Myself.
The salt! I love it.
I will move up to here. And I will barrage. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fire Gondova missiles against the command node. And I will also use Thunder to make, if I hit, first of all, 1 accuracy, 4 damage. So now you have to make a hull save to not be pushed back 3 spaces.
Command drones look like Goliaths, but in reality, they are damn priests. So, at 1 difficulty, and priests are not very good at hull. 12?
That succeeds, my save is 11.
Oof.
And then the other
And
half
it
of the barrage,
takes
I'm going to
another
fire.
4 damage.
I'm going to fire my missile racks into that spot there.
You got it.
So, first one, the first missile rack, 4
Explosive.
damage. Yep. Against the assault, no accuracy or difficulty. I assume that does not hit.
That's a miss, barely.
Against the tendril,
That's a hit.
I
Dealing 4
can't get any
damage.
higher than 4.
Nope.
And then the other missile rack. Against the assault. A big 2 damage.
Deals 1.
And against the tendrils, please. I don't even have to re-roll.
Nope.
That's minimum enough to kill it. And that's my turn.
Great. Over here, this assault is just going to move and boost. To there. Ending its turn. And Fractal.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Well... Hi.
Core power?
I'm gonna move and boost to cover.
Core power?
Activate my core power, move and boost to cover. Like it'll save me. And get to there. All my
Hello.
ranged weapons give me heat, and I have 1 reactor stress. What do you think I was going to try to do?
Your best. Shoot. This engineer is going to step over there, and it's going to start doing what engineers do best. Deploying a sentry. So will this engineer. This sentry will probably attempt to shoot at you, Ghost, immediately. I have hard cover. Does a 9 do it?
Against Ghost?
Nope, doesn't do it. Ghost evasion 10. Bobs and weaves out of the way. The other assault is going to follow its brother. Before we're getting another command node turn.
No.
The command node will attempt to invade you, Ghost. Actually, no, the command node also has cool stuff because it's the priest. The command node will use first check the shield. Shields up.
Don't like the command node having cool things.
So first of all, the command node will use quick action to dispersal shield itself. For 1d3. 3 attacks. The command node will then attempt to abjure you, Ghost. Ha, abjuring Ghost, that's funny. Difficulty 1. So you are also linked to the node now, and every time you make an attack, you take 3 heat. You already did die, but you like to try rejoining. Anyway, that is everything for round 1. We're going to round 2. NPCs score 2 points, while players
PC
score
score 1.
1 point.
Okay.
Just take a moment for Ghost to maybe come back.
Yeah. Because what I was thinking I might do on my turn is because I have the range for it, I could throw an RPG in here and hit all 4 of those guys, strip some of the engineer's shield off, maybe get the sentry, maybe get the tendrils, put more on the command node, and then also keep shooting the command node.
I was considering going over to deal with the assault on bottom left, but, you know, might not be the wisest of ideas.
I can also mortar that group and ricochet off the assault ahead of me with the heavy machine gun.
That would be appreciated. That would be appreciated, Rolling Thunder.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of options. We just got to figure out who's going to go first. I might wait a bit, see how the engineer goes.
Also goes if your headset just completely died, maybe you can use your phone for now. That's an option. It exists.
So Fractal, you're thinking of going after which assault? If you want to ping it on the map.
None right now.
Okay. Just gonna wait for them to close in and then go from
Yep.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Rolling Thunder was gonna go after that one and Ricochet too. Cause is it you ricochet from the one that you hit?
You basically hit everything.
Yeah, you ricochet to everything. You ricochet from the one you hit to everything within line of sight, which I think I can see everything but the sentry.
Yep, but this one sentry. Correct.
Hey, sorry folks, my audio went out.
Yeah, don't
Not
worry
sure
about it.
what's
You're
going on.
Hey, welcome back.
Absolutely fine now.
Yeah,
Ghost, do you
my
wanna
phone.
go first or no?
So I think it might be good for Rolling Thunder to go first, just so that you can get that ricochet off while you know you can hit nearly every enemy on the map with it.
Sure, I can do that if that's
And
what
if
you guys
that's
want
the
to do. I can
plan,
do that.
I'll go ahead and give you a leadership die to hit your ricochet shot.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
You can decide to
reactions.
ricochet after the
Please,
attack is
that'll-
made, so don't worry about it too much.
Well, the dice would just help me by making the heavy machine gun accurate.
Yep.
So yeah,
right now,
I'll
right
go
now
ahead
your
and do that
machine
if
gun
that's-
is
if
at
that's-
neutral.
Yeah, so the leadership dice will make it accurate.
So it's even a higher chance of hitting.
And don't forget, leadership dice are completely and utterly broken. They trigger on for the entire action. So if you barrage it, you get the accuracy for both attacks.
This is a good thing you have told me.
Yep.
Um,
I'm
can
always telling people good things.
Can I can barrage with the heavy machine gun and the mortar, right?
Correct.
Then yeah. Do you want to give me that leadership dice? 'Cause
Oh
can
yeah, I
do that.
do.
I'm going to barrage heavy machine gun on the assault and mortar on the command node.
Can you hit the command node and the tendrils next to it, or hit the command? Oh, because the mortar's got AOE, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the mortar is burst one.
Can do that.
I'll go ahead and put that down just to see how it looks. Which I think I can reach about here. Yeah.
What's
get
your mortar range?
15.
So you can just go there, right?
Yeah. Just remember,
I'm
like,
sure that. Yeah, it's 15. Oh yeah, that works too. I always forget that if you can just take out like the corner of it and it'll count as a hit.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do the heavy machine gun first
Mhm,
against the assault.
That's a hit for 10 kinetic.
And then I'm going to ricochet to the tendrils, the command node, and the engineer for 3 kinetic damage.
You also ricochet to the 2 assaults on the left. You ricochet to everything you see, which is basically everything but that one. Yeah, that's why it's once per one person, right? So you don't see. Actually, you see everything. Let's go with everything. I'll take a while. Do your stuff. I'll take a while to adjust HP. As the bullet
Okay.
bounces through space a lot.
it's not just a bullet; it's just a bunch of bullets. It's just an utter spray that just pings off the assault's armor in every direction.
The mortar is an unfortunate attack that does not land.
Well, I mean, you
but
roll runs for
the-
each enemy in the AOE.
Correct.
Oh, that's right.
And
So
the mortar is at yeah, 190. Got it. Perfect. So that's hitting the tendrils, destroying the tendrils, and that's a miss against the engineer too.
So who am I hitting here?
The tendrils.
Okay,
It's basically
it is what it
counterclockwise
is.
from the.
Yep.
7
Tendrils
damage.
die. Oh no, sorry.
And
That
then
is
I'm
less
going
damage.
to-
That is, sorry, 23. Takes 1 from the shield. The node also takes 2 damage. Takes 1 from the shield. That sentry goes to 2, and I think we're done. That's the ricochet. Oh, sorry. I
and
also
then
have
I'm going
to.
to-
I'm legally obligated to play the sound when the cowboy hat happens.
McCree, but he has a machine gun.
You get paid
I'm
50 bucks
going
by
to use
Blizzard every time you do that.
initiative-
I wish.
I'm going to use initiative to go ahead and just try and take out this this assault.
Absolutely. Yeah, that doesn't do it.
Right.
Brap!
Grrrah.
The assault will... Oh no, the assault will not step into the line. Because, it likes the control nodes, the command node so much. It doesn't matter actually. It's dead anyway. It's going to move boost into the zone to be annoying. It's going to shoot you, Rolling Thunder. It's going to shoot you at 1 difficulty because it is now become very useless. It does get a reroll though from the node.
The node.
The node. Alright. Don't worry about it.
Too reliable.
Yep, too reliable. Which is basically...
2 damage.
it's a sub-theme this week.
Nickel dime ain't a crime.
Mm-hmm.
Who
And
would
that's
like to
its
deal
turn.
with the assault?
Because what I can do is I'm still thinking of doing my lobbing an RPG all the way over there. I could go after the assault with my Gondova as a barrage. I could...
Like, I can take out the assault, no trouble on my turn. It'll be a way for me to be useful.
Yeah, it was definitely.
you alright with that?
Fractal can just melee him to death.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you
Like
mind if I go
even-
then, so I can get some rockets off?
yeah, you go ahead.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
I will RPG, throwing it over there.
Yep, all 3.
Yep. Let me roll. Hey, big damage.
Big damage.
Attack roll against the command node. It's a straight
Yep.
roll, I believe.
Is it?
Ugh.
Oh yeah, it's not
Uh,
inaccurate. Is it not inaccurate?
No, it's not. It's just loading an ordnance.
I thought this thing was way more useless than it is. That's a miss though.
Against the
Engineer.
engineer.
That's a hit. Takes 4, takes the dispersal shield down 1.
And then the sentry.
That's a miss.
It is useless when it just absolutely whiffs its attacks.
Sentries
then,
for some god-awful reason, evasion 10.
And my Gondova barrage, I'll probably just throw after part of the barrage. I'll throw after the command node because I'm accuracy.
Dude, it's just something very funny to me that sentries are ruled as NPCs and not objects.
Sentries are drones, yeah.
And that's, I think, my whole turn, unless I was a dumbass and overcharged with my 1 stress.
I mean, you're at D3, right?
I'm at D6.
Oh. See, that was your chance to say, yes, Ralph, I am in fact at D3. I would
But
appreciate
I'm
it.
always honest. And sentries do not count for points, I believe. Or is it all enemies, so sentries count for points?
We're not going to count sentries for points now.
Oh,
That is my executive decision, by the way. That is not what the rule text lay out. The rule text specify player characters for Euro scoring and just characters for NPCs. It's ridiculous. We're gonna go with mechs and pilots. That's what we're going with. The command node goes and will regain its reaction. It will try to regain its dispersal shield. Roll 6, doesn't do it. It will investiture the engineer, so it has a buddy again, just to feel comfortable, and then invade Ghost. At 1 difficulty. 10. Does a 10 do it, Ghost?
Yes, it does.
Alright, take 2 heat and become impaired. Ending the node's first turn.
What are we thinking? Because I imagine Ghost, you're probably going to continue blasting the node, and Fractal, I imagine you're going to hit the assault.
yeah.
I think
gonna
taking
hit
out the
me.
node first is probably higher priority, if I'm honest.
Just so, because it can go again and the assault is already gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after that node right now.
Yeah, I'm going to hand you my last leadership. Actually, do you still have my leadership die? No, you used that. I'm gonna hand you my last leadership
Ghost still
die
has
to
one?
quote.
Oh no, you did use that, yeah.
Yeah.
On this
So
one.
I will just say, kill the node.
You got it, boss. As a protocol, I activate crack shot.
Definitely.
And I'm going to fire on the big boy with 3 accuracy.
That should do it. What the fuck?
Every time.
You gotta be kidding me. Well, I did 5.
You do do
That was
5.
with max on your accuracy dice.
Which eats through the last of the node's shield, leaving it at 1 HP onto structure.
Do you feel safe overcharging to assault rifle it? Because that structure might kill it.
Yeah, I think I'll do it. We'll see.
1d6?
And that's a d6 for me. 4. Hey, brings me right to the spot.
Easy. Just don't take more heat.
Oh yeah, and you still have crack shot active.
Yeah.
So that rifle comes in at 2 accuracy. That's a hit for... would you like to use the leadership die at this point, or now?
Yeah, why not? I'll
All right.
roll a d6.
Another d6 on top. A big
6.
9 damage.
Nice.
I love this assault rifle.
The node
It's
will
twice
go
now.
to this much HP and structure another time. Rolling 2d6. If it rolls a 1, it's dead. Nope, that's going to be a system or a weapon. A weapon doesn't have any weapons. It's going to lose its abjure. Oh, sorry, Ghost. No, you go overheat. I'm so sorry. So you could take that back if you like, because you were abjured by the command node, meaning you take 3 heat every time you make an attack.
When
So
did that happen?
during the last node's turn, you even got the
I
NPC.
had
Yeah,
no idea that
Sorry.
that could happen.
sorry about that. So
Oh,
the
but-
first one, the super heavy rifle takes you to 5 heat, and then you
Okay,
would overcharge and take. Would you still like to do that then?
Well, do I hit him before I stress?
No,
we're just gonna.
it would
We're
be
not
you
going to reroll.
overcharge.
Yeah, we're not going to reroll anything. You take the assault shot. The assault shot happened.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do a structure.
All right, 1d6 for the stress.
stress,
So you roll a 4. You go to 3 heat, and then you attack again and take another 3 heat. You're back at 6.
Amazing. And I roll a d6 now?
Yep.
And that is your first stress, so it's fine. It's just going to be exposed.
Fantastic.
Oh no, you can't move. You crack shot it.
Correct.
Correct shot it. Let's do the assaults on this side. Move and boost. End's turn.
All right.
I believe I'm up now.
Leaving fractal. Yep.
Move and barrage.
Mhm.
Come on. Let me.
I don't know, is the macro acting up?
What's going on?
Macros are acting up.
Yeah, just reload the
And
page.
then take a metric age to reload. Roll 20, yes. Oh, no, I don't. What? And everything is brown.
Oh
It's
no.
everything
There we-
brown.
I don't know. Every tile, every hex was an endless brown plane.
Oh yeah, no,
Everywhere I
just
I
saw,
takes a
think you're
moment.
having a
everywhere I
religious
looked, it was an
experience.
endless brown.
No, the background is brown. You just need a modem to load all the stuff in.
Right? Impact Lance.
That does it. Oh no, that
That's a
doesn't do
crit.
it. That's a crit. Reroll the d6. Roll higher to do it. That is enough. The assault eats it.
That is a lot of stuff that happens when that guy dies.
Yeah, it's a lot of
You
stuff in
know,
there.
for a little stabbing, that's a lot of damage.
Next up, the engineer. Or do you want to move again? When you barrage, right? So you could overcharge, but probably not.
I think I should probably stay on the point in order to maximize our point gain this round.
Yeah.
You only can get maximum 1 point from each, right? So your Peregrine is already on there.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna start moving towards the next point.
Yeah,
The third point.
2, 3, you
Because
have
I'm
1
gonna have
space
to
left.
head that way anyway soon. What?
You have 1
Yeah,
space left.
I have a square.
Mhm.
And I'll
Nice.
probably head left with you as well after we do that, just to try and deal with all the guys over there.
I thought we were
Low
going to deal
structure
with
squad represent.
I thought we were going to deal with the command node and the engineer.
That's true, like, depending on how next turn goes with dealing with the command node.
I need a fresh turret. 1 fresh turret. 2 there. The engineer is then going to lock onto you, Ghost. And 2 turrets shoot at the end of the turn. You have... Should they always shoot at the nearest character? So it's going to be you, Ghost. And they will shoot you at 2 difficulty, because you have short cover.
Fantastic.
And let's
I'd
hope.
love to hear it.
That's a hit for 8.
Oh, 'cause it's
And-
exposed, yeah.
That's a hit for 8. Oh no.
16 damage, good lord.
So that's a structure, and I am down to 2.
2 HP. Yep. Oh no.
Well, that's stun.
That's done.
I also have paint job.
Roll a d6. Immediately
Big six,
roll me
big
that
six,
6.
big six, big six.
Ah.
No.
Wow.
So now I am stunned, is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey.
The other assault is going to move 4 and 8 to there. And the engineer is just going to engineer around.
So, yeah, next turn those turrets are going to hit me again for 16.
Correct. And
Because I'm
the
exposed till I...
node also gets to go. The node will look out for the dispersal shield. Doesn't recharge it. It's going to consume the lock-on and invade you.
Aye, aye. You're having a bad time over there.
At neutral. 16 does it for another overheat.
So you're down to
Spread
what?
out.
2 stress, 3 structure?
3 stress. 2 stress and 3 structure. Yeah. So you need to roll me 2d6 please, and take the lowest result. Or 4, both exposed. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
I mean, I'd say worry about being exposed.
Maybe worry about that. And it's going to lock on again, ending its second turn. And we're going to round 3. NPCs take 3 points. Uh-oh.
Well, is the yellow section part of the zone?
Nope.
And did you say the turrets don't count for points?
Oh no, I messed up. I gotcha. I messed it up. Good eye. Yep.
I
I'm
could
sorry. I mean, the
potentially-
drones don't really know what they're doing. It's not my fault.
Sure.
This is immersion. Okay.
They're insistent.
Oh no, embarrassing.
It's fine. It's
could-
fine.
I could potentially take out the command node now.
If you could take out the command node and mortar away some sentries, that would be perfect.
That's what I was going to try to do. Is everybody alright with that?
Yeah, makes sense to me. I'm out of leadership dice, so I can't help with this.
That's fine. I'm going to use my move and the free boost to get kind of in the danger zone, just so Ghost doesn't keep eating 1 million sentry shots.
That's very brave. Yep.
And also so hopefully you can contest that zone.
No, I don't have enough moves to contest it. I use my free boost and my move. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, I mean like next turn.
Yeah.
You do still have initiative. Keep that in mind. But you can.
No, I think I used that.
This scene.
I think. Yeah, I used that.
What did you use it on?
Because
I used it a while ago. I don't remember why or for what.
Because it recharges per scene.
oh,
right?
it was. I think it was to get another HMG shot off.
That's probably it. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to make this command node shot at neutral.
Big hits. Ah.
That's a miss.
And then. Okay, well, there's no way for me to hit both the command node and the engineer. Well, and the sentries, rather.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to focus on the nest here. All at neutral.
Yep. Engineer
Team,
and top sentry and bottom sentry. All hit.
16.
Nice.
4 explosive
4
will take
damage.
care of that sentry. It's going to be 2 damage to the engineer, killing the last of the dispersal shield. But it still has resistance as long as it's linked up to the node. And this sentry takes 4, goes to 1. And the pipe will also take 4.
At which point I will go ahead and make the decision to overcharge. I believe I am now at a D6. So let's see, 4.
Sweet.
Okay. And I am going to just make another heavy machine gun shot. Hopefully I can take out the command node.
Fingers crossed. Nope.
Ah. No luck.
And that's my turn. Taking out the sentry I think was a good move. And that's gonna do it.
The node will go. The node will recharge. Try to recharge the shield. Doesn't do it. The node will then. What are we doing, node? Regains reaction first of all. It's going to lock onto your Rolling Thunder. And it's then going to invade you. Assuming the lock on.
Forget about it.
2 heat and
Yeah,
impair.
that does it.
That is the node's first turn.
So Fractal, I think our thing is probably going to be going west from here. But the question is, do you want to go now and start hitting assaults? Or should I go and deal with the command node so I can then go help you soon?
Go and deal with the command node.
It is a bastard.
I cannot go anywhere near the command node.
Yeah. I am going to shoot at it with the classic Gandiva missiles. All my other missile weapons are on reload, so I sadly... Which, let me actually give myself a little reload symbol for that. You know, I'll do that after I do the shot. 1 accuracy. Please hit!
That's a hit for 9.
9 damage!
Murdering all of the command node in 1 shot.
I then have a quick action, and I think it might make sense to lock onto a dude. Or I can tech attack a dude for impaired.
And slowed.
I would
Well,
appreciate
actually,
a
no,
lock
the
on
impaired wouldn't
engineer.
matter.
The impaired wouldn't matter, the slowed would matter probably.
I think it's better to lock on so that we can get our picks. Fractal, are you gonna go after this guy at some point?
Yeah, that's my next action.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock onto him.
Thank you.
Great.
I'm probably gonna try to move up and hide in the steam and whack him with my impact lance.
And I'm just gonna move up one so I'm a little... Well, actually, one moment. Let me think about distances. Yeah, I'm gonna move up to be one closer but still in the zone for points.
Alright.
Alright, the top right engineer is going to step in the zone. Do stuff.
I believe he was within 3 spaces of me.
Absolutely he was.
I'm going to use my pistols for
Mhm.
reaction.
Definitely.
Remind me, can I use both pistols on
Yes.
reaction, or is it just one? Okay,
It's a skirmish you make.
Okay. Here we go.
It's a neutral. Actually, it's at the engineer's hardcover here, so it's going to be at 2 difficulty.
Except only one because hero mode. Oh no, she's impaired.
Yep. 2 difficulty. That's a miss for 1 damage. Another one that's a hit for 2 damage. Engineer will then stomp over to here.
It's damage.
Definitely. Good one. Throw out another sentry. Engineers, of course, famously can have 6 sentries at a time. Before
Yeah,
the
I
engineer...
remember. I remember a couple weeks ago in my mission when you surrounded one of my crewmates with like 4 sentries and just obliterated them like RoboCop.
Don't let that happen to you. The engineer brings up the flak cannon, which would probably miss you, Thunder. Nope, hits for 3, and then 2 sentries will spin to life. And the right one attacks you at 2 difficulty. Miss hitting you for 4, and the one in front of you, of course, is neutral for 4. So you take 11 damage overall.
It is what it is. Say Olivia.
And that's the engineer's turn.
If the engineer dies, does his do
Yes.
his sentries go away?
They all explode.
Good old kill switches. Ghost, I forget, are you stunned or just exposed?
I am stunned and exposed.
Yep, that is correct.
Okay. But all the guys on
took
the eastern side have
one-
already gone, so we can save you for last.
Yeah, I took one right to the belt area.
We'll avenge your dick, don't worry.
So I think that's Fractal's go then.
Well, it's time to do one of my patented fractal plans.
Oh boy.
Just reminded me of how at one point in TF2's lifespan, the engineer just had his groin totally invincible.
Absolutely necessary.
And I'm gonna whack him with my impact lance.
Was that just a move or a move and a boost?
Move and a boost and a skirmish.
Okay. And 1 impact lance. Consume the lock on?
Yes, I'm consuming the lock on.
Got it. That's a hit for 2 damage.
Yay.
You're right on the vent there, right?
Yep. Hiding. Not well. I probably shouldn't be playing any music right now, let alone the Ride of the Valkyries.
And I
And
believe you
yeah.
don't want to overcharge.
I am not overcharging.
Alright,
Same. Literally, if I
The
overcharge, I have a
sold.
50-50 chance to just die.
we'll lock onto you
Same.
and then consume the lock on. To shoot at you, Fractal, it takes like 1,000,000 AP damage from this, right?
takes 3, and Fractal has resistance to any damage you take from this.
Yep.
Why live? So it shoots at 2 difficulty, consumes your lock-on for 1 accuracy, 1 difficulty.
Yep.
8 will
Astoundingly,
not
it
do
misses.
Yep, take
But
2
you
from
take 3
reliable.
damage AP.
Yep, already did that. And you take no damage from reliable because your armor is too
Yep.
thick. Wonderful. Ghost.
Yeah.
Wonderful turn.
Alright.
Ghost cleared conditions.
How unfortunate. Let's roll that back real quick. Moves 3 to here. 2 actually.
And then it's going to move back 1 because it can break up
Yeah.
movement.
Lock on and rifle into you, Peregrine.
Okay.
Shoots you at... Actually, does it clip of cloud? I think it does. Yep, it does.
Yeah, just barely.
So it shoots you at 1 difficulty still.
It's probably going to hit. Let's be honest, that's how the night's going. Never mind, I take 1 damage.
Leaving the engineer to step in the zone, finally. Putting down, actually, first turret and then into the zone. We can also quick action, because I think engineers have an insane sensor range. They do. We're going to invade your Fractal.
Shit.
My only weakness. It's going to do so at 1 difficulty, because it's a drone. 9 does it.
Yep.
2 heat and impaired.
Oh boy.
Let's go over to you, Ghost, real quick, and clear out your status bar. You're no longer stunned, and that's about it. We're going to round 4.
Oh, because exposed lasts until you clear it?
Correct.
Hey,
In round 4, NPCs take 3 points home, and players take 1 point home.
Hey, oh boy.
Oh,
So we need to wait until the bottom assault goes so you can try to knock it out of the zone.
Yeah.
And I need to grab this assault and drag him away out of the sensor range. Before I,
That, or if you
Explode.
get into like this little nook here, you just can't be hit, or
No, it's sensor range, so...
the trail
invade is
hacking
line
doesn't need line
no,
of sight.
invade is line of sight. In outside sense range.
With any luck, I can also take out this engineer and take his space on the zone.
Secure that point, and then maybe start lobbing mortars across the map.
Potentially. Nope, too far. I don't have siege stabilizers anymore.
Oh, that's true.
How far out of range would you be?
5 spaces. From the zone, from this zone to the... From the top right zone to the top left zone is like 20 spaces. I wouldn't be able to make it.
Well, you can take out the engineer over here.
That was
Right, you can't see my pin.
what I was going to do, at least. I don't know if you want to go first or... But, Ralph.
Mhm.
If I barraged with the pistols and the heavy machine gun,
Mhm.
well, would I even be able to use pistols plural, or would it just be 1 pistol and a machine gun?
No, it would be pistols plural. You fire 2 mounts
Everything on
and
one mount.
wording. You fire the 1 weapon on a mount plus 1 aux weapon.
Oh, okay.
That is decidedly different, but not much, because most double mounts have an aux weapon stuck on there.
I was gonna say, I don't think there are any
yeah,
double mounts.
Can't come up with one either, but yeah.
Do you guys want me to take out this engineer and take this point, then?
I feel like a
Please.
lot of what else we're gonna be doing is reactive anyway, so that would make sense. Also, like, worst comes to worst, what you could do, since you have roller charges, is you could theoretically... Just because my worry is that pistols don't deal much damage, so it might make more sense to skirmish with the heavy machine gun and then toss a roller charge into him for guaranteed damage.
The engineer also no longer
That-
has resistance now because the node is dead.
That would make sense. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make the heavy machine gun attack first.
Yep.
This is...
Straight roll?
Neutral. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're impaired, sorry.
Wait, no, yeah, 1 difficulty.
1 difficulty.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. That does it though. 12 damage.
Is he dead?
Yeah, definitely.
He's not dead?
Barely not.
Just throw a roller at him. Like, even if he saves for half, it probably kills him.
Roller bomb. Well, wait. I could. No, no, that's probably. Hold
The
on.
pistols with the reliable, the pistols would have killed him now, but we wanted to go for the roller. We wanted to go for fancy plays.
Also, I figure it's more guaranteed damage.
Yeah, watch RT roller 1.
I like the roller more than the frag grenade, so I'm going to use a frag grenade on it.
Yeah, that does it. Even if he saves, he's just dead.
And now I'm going to stroll onto the point,
Definitely.
and that's me.
Good turn. This assault has not learned its lesson. I don't think it's ever going to learn its lesson. It's just going to continue this. Lock on, consume lock on for 1 difficulty. At 9 hits you though for 6 damage. It takes 3 AP in the face. Not sure.
6. 6 goes down to 4, goes down to 2.
Yep.
Yep.
And I
Please
might
die
not
already.
even.
Please die.
I'm sorry, bro, but like, see you in another life, I guess, as my toaster.
So
Was that racist? I'm sorry.
you take 2 HP. There.
Yep.
Got it. And that's the assault turn.
Yep. Oh boy. If I rushed it, I could suicide this assault over here.
Not
But
much idea.
what ideas, people?
I'm trying to think, because I know we're going to need one of us to stay on this bottom right area. Ghost, what are you thinking of doing on your turn?
Well, I've got to stabilize to clear this exposed, reload my big gun, and then I am going to move boost to where you guys want me to go.
I mean, because if you stay on the point and hold it down, you've got a lot of range with the CPR, right?
Yeah, I've got a 15 on the CPR. I could hit this guy, but that's...
Honestly, it might be best for you to take that point, Ghost, at which point that would allow Peregrine to move.
Okay.
We need to get this ICD assault off, or we lose.
Yeah, exactly. So,
And I-
I'll stay here, and I'll try to rip that assault to pieces.
because I can help Fractal with the ones over to the west, because I can keep throwing out lock-ons and missiles.
Missiles would be more appreciated.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like, the only missiles I can do right now without spending a turn to stabilize would be Gondava's, so I have to throw them out.
Yep.
One moment. Let me see something really quick. Is that... So, it would be exceedingly dangerous because of the sentries, but I could get onto the point on my turn. I would get hit by all 3 of the sentries,
You mean all 4?
but it would deny them the point.
Do it.
Okay.
What's your health?
12, but I've got 1 armor.
Well, alright.
All 3 sentries hit, you die. You might die, you structure.
Yeah.
But
It's
you
all
can always
forfeit.
brace.
Can I have paint? Honestly, I might.
Yeah, that's probably a good place to brace. Yeah.
A time to brace.
A time
So,
to brace.
okay.
But you'll still be on the point, and it'll still be contested.
Yeah. So, move. Like that. To get around the engagement.
Yeah, you fly because EVA, and then you land. I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's also the option.
Yep.
And then I have another quick action left, which I will use to fire some missiles.
Mhm.
I could try and hit that engineer, or I should just go after these assaults.
That engineer needs to be taken out because he's going to be dropping another sentry next turn.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be able to do that easily.
Hmm.
I mean, if I fired against him, it would take me like 3 rounds to kill him. Unless, like, next turn I stabilized, and then the turn after just burst fired a shitload of missiles. Honestly, that might be the way to go. For this turn, I think all I will do with my last action is I will shoot this assault to try and just clear out some of their actions.
Mhm.
So, big missiles, whoop whoop. It's against E defense.
That's a miss.
I rolled a 1. And that's me.
Which assault would you like me to go after, by the way? You know, to avenge your death.
Probably the one that'll be easy to kill. Move on from there.
And that's
Take it
not
piece by
a
piece.
check action, right? No, it's just smart.
It's just smart.
Because you get +1 accuracy against the
From accurate.
drones. No, you get +1 accuracy with tech actions against the drones because they're dumb.
Okay.
That's not tech action, it's just smart. Alright, the engineer. Moves to there, puts out a thing, shoots you with a shotgun. Can't even reach, actually.
I was gonna say.
It's gonna be a not. It's a. Yeah, it's a range 15 flak cannon, hitting you for 3.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
You're not flying anymore. That's why I asked, by the way, because it's +2 accuracy
Yeah.
against flying targets.
Yeah,
And
no
then-
thanks.
4 sentries.
Indeed.
All
And
of
I don't
them.
have cover.
All of them neutral because you are too big. Number 1 misses. Number 2 hits. Number 3 hits.
I have 10 evasion.
What? Why? You're huge.
Because I have 2 agility and it's base 8. Because it's a freaking literally, Ralph, when I level up, I'm gonna make this thing capable of parkour. And you're asking me why I can't have 10 evasion?
Why? You're too large for 10 evasion. 2 hits plus the flak cannon for an overall of. You have 1 armor?
Yep.
2 damage, 5 damage, 8 damage.
Yep. I'm
Perfect.
down to 4.
And that is the engineer's turn. Leaving Fractal and Ghost.
Ghost, is there anything you'd like to do?
No, I'm not going to do anything special, so take your action.
Peregrine, which assault would you like me to attack?
Probably the lower health one, because Ghost next turn will be able to hit the bottom one with his Cyclone Pulse. So we can focus that one down if you focus this one down, so we're dealing with less enemies.
Counter argument, the bottom assault hasn't gone yet.
You could die here, Peregrine.
I know.
You'll still be contesting the point. Very well. Peregrine, if you die here, I'll be sure to attempt to bring you back.
I'll be fine.
Which I'm sure you will want.
Dealt with enough crazy stuff recently.
Do I barrage or...
That's part of what I
I
was
can
thinking.
take 2 heat. I can take 2 heat.
Alright.
The sentry's not moving. Right then, I'm going to be moving.
Mhm.
Badoop. Hi.
Why is your token never snapping to center? What's wrong with that? Do you have it
I
Ever so
have-
slightly off of reality.
have it deactivated on your end?
I genuinely don't know.
Okay.
However, I'm not going to argue with it.
We'll figure it out at some point, I'm sure.
Leading with the impact lance.
An effect dance. That's a miss.
Miss. Come on.
Big hit, big hit.
And they have immediately a miss.
Damn it.
I'm going to overcharge.
Let's go for it.
Oh.
The big D6.
What's your-
5 melts you down. At the end of your next turn.
1 through 4.
Oh, just the 2. Good for heat. and you get an attack.
Heavy melee skirmish. Let's go.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes!
Is that max damage? Roll another d6. Another 2d6, sorry. I'm gonna need more than a 10. Not much more. Nah, it's just gonna be a 10.
Only a 10.
Only a 10.
I mean, if he tries to do anything, he probably dies.
Yeah, he's
Because
just
if he
dead.
tries to attack Fractal, he dies. If he tries to move, he dies.
Ultra dead.
Please cease destroying Intercore property. Thank you very much.
Do you know how much Intercore Properties told me that?
And I believe that is your turn, and the bottom assault will move up. Point an
I
assault
know, I'm just-
rifle directly in your face, Peregrine.
Go for it.
At 2 difficulty, because drone and engaged. Missing entirely for 2.
I take 1.
Pulling out a mech-sized combat knife, and at 1 difficulty, swinging it in your general direction, hitting you for 4.
Which would structure me. Okay, now's the time. Do my brace to make this difficult on them. I think I kind of have to.
Yeah.
It's about
I
all you
will-
can do.
I will brace, gaining resistance.
Resistance from the
Oh,
attack,
that-
take 2. Sorry, you gain,
Yep.
so you take 3, resistance then to 2, go to 1 HP.
Indeed.
And you get this neat suit of armor.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the assault turn, and Ghost.
Hey Ralph.
Mhm.
Does a pilotless mech still generate points?
Nope, it's player character. That's exactly how it's worded for player side.
Okay.
Missions way, just let me look it up. It's really weird. Because NPCs is just character, but for players it's player character, basically. So your mech wouldn't count now. Alright, you move over, you stabilize, you clear heat and exposed. Do you refill your HP?
Yes, I do.
Alright, you don't clear the exposed then. Think carefully.
Oh, wait, I don't?
No, you
Yeah,
have to
you have
pick.
to choose. You have to choose clear. You have to choose refill your HP or clear all heat and exposed.
Correct.
Huh.
Sorry, I have a tendency to jump in with rule stuff. Please tell me if it's too much.
No, don't worry about it. I'm absolutely fine. Saves me time.
Well, actually, I
Lets me eat chocolate during that time.
Stay at 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I will clear exposed.
Definitely. Perfect.
All right, and let's see here. What is my range to that guy? It's 13. I can't get close enough to hit him.
Mhm.
At least not this turn, I don't think, because I was at. Let's see here. 5 with a boost. I could go to.
Sorry if I'm snorting. I have really stuffed up sinuses.
Well, remember, you don't want to move off the point.
Yeah, well, I have multiple bits of movement, right?
Correct? Yep,
Oh
you
no,
can
I can't.
you can break up movement with actions.
You're right. So I boost to here,
Mhm.
free boost, and that would take me 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I can only go to there. And if I can only go to there and get back to the thing, I still don't think I can reach with a 10 across that gap.
Can probably
Nope,
only
it's
reach
11.
that assault over here.
Yeah, okay, well.
You
I
could
guess I'm
definitely
gonna have
free
to-
Fractal up.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead.
I have a thought that I'm not sure how well. Well, oh no, if you're shooting, then yeah.
What, my overcharge, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, no, I was just thinking about like the CPR shot because I was thinking on my next turn I could use my 1 quick action to ram the assault, which would put him in easy view of you while still on the point and let you shoot him.
If I overcharge, though, I've got.
You're at D6.
Yeah.
I mean, if you overcharge and you hit the assault, the reliable should be enough to kill him, right? He's probably on
That's
1
what I'm
HP.
thinking, yeah.
Big
Overcharge
6.
for 6.
Go to max
Back to
heat,
6.
and don't even need to roll the assault shot.
Okay, great.
The drone just dies, has 1 HP left.
All right. Almost done with my turn. Let me think for a second here. Yeah, no, actually, that'll be the end. Screw it.
Great. We're going to round 5. 5? Was that every NPC? Oh, it was.
Yeah.
And on PC turn. That's weird. Round 5. Choose side there. NPCs gain 1 point. Players gain 2 points. Oof.
I forget. Does it automatically end when one side hits 10?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, that's just how high those
yeah,
go.
10 is just a random number I have assigned this counter.
Okay.
Sorry. There, it's 50 now.
Okay. I was really worried.
Does it just end at whoever's higher by round 8?
By round 6, whoever's higher, yep.
Oh, round 6.
Round 6. So if you can clear the bottom left zone, you're actually fine, I think.
Yeah. Because if we can clear the bottom left, then for this round, then we'll get 3 points and then 3 points again, whereas they only get 2, so they go to 10, we go to 11.
But first,
play cheap.
Peregrine dies.
Just play keep away from the center.
This fucking
You say
engineer.
Peregrine dies like I will.
Eject now.
It's going to give you a flak cannon.
Miss. I am braced, so I do believe that's a difficulty?
You impose 1 difficulty in everything that's shooting at you. So this guy will shoot you at 2 difficulty.
Please fail.
Probably. Yep.
Yes.
Moves back to the zone. 5 sentry guns at 1 difficulty each. Thank you for making this easy for me, so I have to select like 5 times in a row. Miss. Second one. Miss. Third one.
I mean, all of these attacks are made at +1 difficulty,
Hits, yep.
but that one, yeah. That one, let me roll
Fourth
them.
one misses. Let me just do the last one real quick. And last one misses. 1 hit for 4.
Magic
Oh
Paint.
my god.
Magic Paint saved my life. Magic Paint does not save my life. Let me roll 3d6. As I I take 3 damage, so I go to 11.
Mhm.
Okay, I get 1/1. I have 1
That's it.
structure remaining.
That's it.
Yeah.
1 sentry gun.
Still contesting
does
the
your-
point. We're proud of you.
And there's the engineer's turn.
I'm doing my part.
Dead mechs still count for points as long as the player's in it, right?
Correct.
And I'm going to grapple the other one, the assault off. So,
Hell yeah.
or attempt to.
Can you still move while you grapple somebody?
While you're grappling, yes, you can. If you,
No, I mean, do you
if
have
you're the
a...
larger one.
Yeah. But that happens at the start of your next turn, right? You can't grapple it off immediately.
I cannot grapple it off immediately. No.
You have to grapple it off next turn, so maybe... I don't know. Anyway,
I mean, it might
that's
make
the
sense
engineer
to
then.
see if, because can Ghost hit it from any of these angles?
Ghost could boost into the air because it's still low gravity and just obliterate that assault.
Does being in the air still count for points?
Yeah, you can be as much above in the air above those zones as you like and still count.
You'll love to see it.
Does going up count as movement?
Yeah. So when you fly,
Unfortunate.
flying works. You can move a distance across, and if you can fly, you can move up or down the same distance.
Well, hell, I didn't realize that. I would have gone in the air previously. Whatever.
I mean, you
Okay.
can still move like 10 spaces up, but we have a hard limit on above or below at 9, just because the status symbol counter ends at 9.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because I would like to be up in the air and been able to shoot the assault while immobilizing myself for an accuracy, but I didn't
Yep.
realize I could gain points by being in the air above the air.
Oh, sorry, but
Okay, good to know.
yeah. Who would like to go next?
Well, I guess I pop up.
All right. How far?
Oh, just a couple. Just enough to clear the obstruction of not being able to see these guys.
Let's say
So what's that?
3, I guess. Yeah,
Oh,
3 should work.
We both just did it.
To get an angle.
Yeah, just to get the angle. And I will hit this guy with 2 accuracy.
Mhm.
Come on. Come
I know,
on.
right? Come on. Is exactly what I'm thinking.
Nope.
God.
Every time.
Takes 4.
That is the saddest thing.
That is pretty sad, yep. That is like the fourth pulse rifle that misses entirely.
Yeah.
I think we might need to start giving pulse rifles inbuilt bonuses to hit.
It already has.
I mean like a flat +8.
Just
Yeah, that's a thing. Okay, well, I will. That's it. I guess that's the end of my turn.
All right.
I drop back down to the ground.
as overcharging would be suicide, and
Probably.
Yeah.
Uh,
You've already used initiative?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, I'm going.
What a
Just to
moron.
hear, the assault will desperately try to invade you, Fractal. Probably not
Here's
do
where I
it.
die.
Nope. And
You
then-
fail.
Of course they fail. They don't have. Their node is dead. They're very sad without the node. Okay. It's not my fault. It's by design. And that's his
so I forget. In the case where both sides have 10 points, who wins? NPCs or PCs?
It's a weird centrist outcome. So last time it was the same. The question came up with Anton Industries is trying to poison everything with by shutting off the environmental systems on our ship. So the neutral outcome was Anton wins. Outcome was all the civilians die. Player win outcome was no civilians die, and the centrist neutral position was half the civilians die. So it's going to be somewhere in between.
Do we get a license level from a neutral outcome?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
you get an
Okay,
LL even if you lose. I believe.
Yep. You don't get less if
You
you
just
die.
don't get one if you super die.
If you ultra die.
If you mega die deluxe.
Well, nobody go jumping into any black holes, and we'll be fine.
But it looks so tantalizing.
What?
Don't gaze into it.
I see you plotting, Ralph.
That was me
That's
checking
okay.
the ranges.
Oh. I
That's-
do not see you plotting. Who'd like to go?
You, I guess.
I can literally do nothing.
Yeah,
from
RT
here.
has to-
It's all on you, bub.
Sit there.
Oh boy. Well,
Just
move,
engage it.
boost, and grapple. Here we go. And now a hull check.
No, you just need to hit a
Wait.
grapple, right? On an
Yeah.
attack, grapple. Oh, why don't you have a grapple? What is wrong with your mech? What is wrong with your mech? Give me 1 second. Sorry.
You tell him. You're the one who made it.
True. You are the rare exception of players who somehow ended up with unarmed attack 2.0, which lasted for like a grand total of 3 days. There you go. Re-click your mech, click unarmed attack, and click grapple. Sorry.
It's quite alright. It's to be shitting up. And brilliant, blinding white. Oh, it's forcing a reload.
Good.
I didn't even know it could do that. I need a better computer. Up there I am. Yeah, unarmed attack. Improvised attack and RAM.
Still? No.
What?
Why? Okay, hold up.
Since it's just with hull, I should have... No.
No, it's not.
No, it's with grit.
It's not. Wait,
I think
hold
it's...
up. Hold up 1 sec. I'm going to blind ghost smack. I'm going to saves. No, I'm going to unarmed attack. I'm just copying that entire dumb macro.
Oh yeah, because it counts as making a melee attack. It's a
That is
whole
melee
check
attack.
to
I'm
move
going
them
to
around.
heal Mag. I'm going to unarmed attack. I'm pasting everything in. Re-click your Mag and it should work now. If not, it's not my fault. Oh, yeah, no, it's my fault. I'm just mega dumb.
There it is. Grapple.
I accidentally replaced all your mech features with unarmed attacks. Now we need to fix that.
Where are the arms coming from?
So many arms!
Just all the spikes and drills on the Vlad just turn into hands.
I missed.
You miss. The drone stumbles back.
No touching the merchandise.
I'm gonna touch your merchandise. Wait, that sounded dirty.
Hey, wait a minute.
Alright, Rolling Thunder.
Stabilized clear heat.
Sure, why not? That'll be my whole turn. Funny joke.
We're going to
I
round
literally
6.
I just cannot do anything else.
Going to round 6, and what needs to happen? NPCs definitely, almost certainly. Well, there are some plays. So NPCs could go to 10, and players would need all 3 points to tie it, unless someone gets on that spot to contest and survives. An engineer. Good luck. We ended on a player turn. Let's just get the NPC turn out of the way. It's going to be the engineer. Engineer moves to there. Turret. Moves back in the zone. 68 turrets. we have reached critical turret mass.
Can the section of the platform he's on just break off under all the weight of the turrets?
Maybe. Where is he pulling them from? Nobody knows.
It's a bit harder to get to him then.
It's going to be 2 turrets at 1 difficulty against your fractal. The ones on the ground.
Okay.
Number 1 misses.
Miss.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any
Number
way you
2
die this turn with your 2
misses.
armor.
And 4 neutral turrets. Number 1 hits. Number 2 hits. Number 3 hits. Number 4 hits for 8 damage.
Me?
Yep. Has to attack the closest enemy.
What's their range
The
again?
10.
real enemy is the concept of the self, you
10.
realize.
And that is
I
the
take 6
engineers.
damage, got
You take 8 damage. Oh no,
Oh.
is it, did I miss one?
Factored in armor?
Sorry, turret
No,
attack.
it was 2
miss.
misses and 4 hits.
4 hits, yep. 4 hits is 8 damage.
Ah, yeah.
And that's the engineer's turn.
Yep.
So here's my thought. And someone correct me if I'm wrong on this.
Mm-hmm.
If you exceed max stress, if you lose your last stress this turn,
Yep.
you're
Mhm.
pretty much guaranteed to get put into a meltdown.
Yep.
But that only explodes next turn.
Correct.
There is no next turn.
There is no next turn.
So basically, what you're saying is go extremely hog wild right now, immediately.
Overcharge.
Just that's what I'm thinking. Is it probably makes sense to just try and beat the shit out of the assault and just tear down all his HP and just hope.
Alright. You're lucky that I'm capable of surviving this. Well, surviving. One of me will meet you when we get back for drinks.
Let's do it.
Barrage to begin. Leading with the impact lance.
That's a hit for no damage.
Followed up by the heavy melee.
That's a miss.
God damn it!
Overcharging.
Mm-hmm.
Skirmish, heavy melee.
It's a miss.
We lose. And I explode next turn. Is there a way to make that quicker?
Nope. Sadly not.
There should be a way to immediately detonate your mech whenever you'd like.
Even self-destruct doesn't do that.
Because yeah, Ghost, if you move forward, even if you move, shoot, overcharge, shoot, free boost back.
The assault is going to shoot his base fractal. Takes like 1 billion damage. 2 difficulty. Misses. Doesn't do damage. And on combat knife. Hits. And a strike. Is whenever, right? Yeah. So it takes another 3.
3 damage, so you take 6 damage on
Correct.
4. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Hmm?
Wait a minute, because it did that, we might be able to pull this down. Because he's gotten pretty low in HP, although it does require us being lucky. If Blind Ghost does move, double fire with the assault rifle, move back, it's unlikely. I will preface, it's probably not going to do it, but it's a chance to win.
Leader, remember you can activate leader.
I have no
Is
more
there an
dice left, I've used all of them.
There's no more leadership dice.
I wish I
Right,
could.
I keep forgetting it's per scene and not per round.
God, yeah.
Alright, so my action?
Mm-hmm.
Peregrine, you could also eject out of the sentry's range and try to do some damage to the.
Wait a minute, you're right!
Because
Wait a minute,
Fractal
wait a
is
minute, wait a
on the
minute, wait a
point.
minute. I can still eject and move, can I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I can move onto that top left point.
Mm-hmm.
Fractal is on the point.
Yeah, you can all go.
At the very least, we can tie it up.
Yep, you can all go
Are you
nuts.
sure
I'm
you
out.
want to go to the top left point though? Because that could like kill you.
All the enemies have
instantly.
gone. It ends at the end of this round.
Oh,
Correct.
the engineer has gone. That's right. Okay. Ooh. This is huge.
So
I
you're
still
gonna-
think Ghost should try and go for that final pick, because if you can
Okay.
kill that assault, then we can win, not just tie.
Yep. Okay, I hear what you're saying. And I know what I'm gonna do. So, am I gonna be shooting at him at any difficulty?
Nope.
Okie dokie. Then I will.
Need to get to like there.
I need to get to.
Which she can.
Yeah, definitely.
I need to get to. I need to get to where? Here.
There.
Here.
Here. Here does it too, right?
There you're shooting through the cloud. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, you want to
okay.
move here so that you can do it without him having cover, and then you can free move back on to get the point.
Yepper, skipper. Alrighty.
One more,
I will make.
but
Oh,
it doesn't
one
really
more.
matter.
Doesn't really matter. Alright, I make my assault rifle shots.
Stop! You have 1 quick action left over. Would you like to lock
Huh?
on?
Oh, hey, brilliant. Yes. Okay. Sure. Good.
Because you have the free boost, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So assault rifle. This gives me 1, 2 accuracy, I guess.
2 accuracy, yep.
Please crit and get a big 6. Hey,
That's a
that's a big
6.
6!
Hey,
Good
that's
one.
a big 6.
which is 5 damage,
All right.
and then 1 more attack at just accuracy.
And you
Yep.
overheat a bunch.
But that's next round, and we don't care about next round. Next round doesn't occur.
That's next round. That's his problem.
And I overcharge and fire.
Big hit, big hit, big hit, big hit.
Do I get no accuracy on
You get 1
this?
accuracy from
You
the
get
core
1
power.
accuracy base.
All right. That's right, because I'm in Superman mode. Oh!
God!
Damage.
Damn it!
2 damage, though. Is that enough?
That's 1 damage.
Uh,
Okay.
Now just get
At
back
the
onto
very least, we tie it up.
And you can move back, and your mech will explode in an indistinct time.
Yipper skipper. We tie
And
it up, huh?
Peregrine.
Yep.
Wait
I.
a minute, Peregrine. Can you kill him this turn?
You could.
Well, if I kill him, I then don't contest the zone appear, and I cannot.
But we're still getting more points, right?
Either it goes to 10 and 10, or it now goes to 9 and 9. Doesn't
Well,
matter.
I have to take a quick action to get out of my mech. It takes a full action to attack another mech, so I have to go north.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep, fair enough.
The problem is figuring out how I angle this. Well, I mean, because if I fly, because ejecting is a quick action.
Correct.
If I boost as a pilot, that still lets me fly in 0G, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I can go there, and then go there.
What's your pilot weapons? I forgot.
I have a signature ace. I have a medium AC and a medium signature.
Yeah, that's full actions too.
Yeah.
That's full
Would
action
it-
to use.
Yeah, even if I had a sidearm. So yeah, I will drop down there, which somehow I can't. Oh, that's because I got the track on. I will. Starting here.
Mhm.
Fly to here. And chill.
You get on the point and start ripping out control panels and wires. Wonderful. We're going to round no more rounds. Players get 2 points because that pesky assault didn't die. NPCs get no points, and we will tie it up, which will have some sort of repercussions. It's not as bad as a loss, not as good as a win, but we got there.
I'm predicting that the rest of the week is going to be harder for other people because he still has communications.
See, no, the communications. Maybe they could get a short message out. Maybe it's garbled. Something's going to
repercussions
happen.
later
It's
on.
it's not going to be as worse as a loss. It's not going to be nothing.
I had traumatic flashbacks to Planet Suck in the first loss because this was also a control mission, and we almost nearly lost it because the dice just fucked us.
Oh yeah, the dice
I mean, how many
fucked this round?
how many CPR shots missed? How many heavy
All-
melee shots
all of
missed?
Your dice was pretty
I
pretty
got-
insane.
Yeah, I got 1 CPR off. No,
And-
two in the first round. That was right.
You can
And
use
then
your
nothing.
overloaded mechs as makeshift bombs to blow up any and all communications arrays at the end of the next turn. Which is, we got there. We got there.
We did our best. We did what we could, and Ralph blinks us back.
Yep. You can take. Well, after all the stations there are destroyed, the drones will shut down, and you can just take a shuttle back. That way you don't have to go through the nightmare dimension. Great. In that
We're going to
case-
have 3 mechs that need rebuilding.
That's fine. I need
Correct.
to see with my new light level. Now I don't only need to rebuild a mech. I now need to regrow a mech.
Oh, you're going Horus, huh?
Well, no, Kai Bioplating, which is an SSC core bonus, which means my mech now has biotic bits.
Speaking of Fractal, you just completed your 5th mission, meaning that you go to license level 3.
Yay!
Peregrine, you completed your 5th mission, I believe,
Yes.
meaning you get a pizza.
I'm just thinking you'll
Pizza
never
time.
get your reserves.
I'm convinced of that. This is the sound that haunts my dreams. Listen closely. I will console myself by changing my name to read LL3.
Blind Ghost, this was your first successful mission, and you go to license level 1.
Nice.
Anything in particular you want to go to? Or?
Death's Head 1.
Nice. That's a good one. And Rolling Thunder, let's find you in the list. There you are. Your third successful mission, meaning you go to license level 2.
You know
what it's about? You know about
what
that?
it's about. You know what it is.
We know what it is.
Guess we have to bust out the Barbarossa, eh?
Absolutely. We're gonna be spending the rest of this week going over the process that is printing a Barbarossa piece by piece.
I have a second mech that is going to be stood in front of it with a hammock between its arms while I wait for mine to print.
All
I
right.
noticed that you had Get Somewhere Quickly as my fourth trigger. I thought I had Get a Hold of Something as my fourth trigger. Doesn't matter in the long run, but it was just something I noticed when I was updating my CompCom.
All right. I hope you had a lot of fun. I certainly did.
Yeah.
That was the most stressful mission of my life.
Oh my lord.
Those NPCs are no joke. Holy shit.
I had a good time. It was pretty
It
chill
wasn't
here.
even the NPCs. Like, yeah, they were tough, but it was just the dice did not want us to hit.
No, the dice really didn't. The dice really wasn't the dice today. Definitely not.
It was a really tense and dramatic first
Yeah.
mission for me. I enjoyed it.
And I'm gonna give myself a custom trigger for bioengineer because it's just lore reason.
That's what matters
I'm
most.
gonna get weird.
I hope to see you guys around. Probably after I'm back from my break.
Thanks for the game, Ralph. It was a lot of
Thank
fun.
you for the game, Ralph.
Thanks, Ralph.
Thanks
You are
thanks
beautiful.
for running this server like you do. It's
Yeah.
been great. I hope you enjoy your vacation.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
You're a
it's
real cool dude, Ralph, and have a nice vacay. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna need a break from this mission. By break from this mission, I mean I need to do a cute scene in one of the RP channels. I'll see y'all around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take it easy,
Thank
everybody.
you, Ralph.
Yep. All right, Twitch chat. What are you doing? Where's the Discord? Where's the Discord? Ooh, a tie, huh? The mediocre outcome. Yeah, no, that was pretty fun. I like the new NPCs a lot, actually. I like the way that they are networked. Like with the central. This command node, by the way, will be in every mission because these guys don't function without them. They just don't. I'm not in it. I'm not in it without the node. I'm sorry. So be prepared to see that thing a lot popping up. But I think that's a pretty fun mechanic, right? It's like making them sorta. Well, it's basically there to shore up weakness and then makes them a little better on top. But I like the concept behind it. Thought it was funny. All right. What are we doing? Nothing. I need breakfast. I'm really hungry. Yeah. Take it easy, everybody. Hope to see you around. Follow the Twitch. I uploaded new videos to the YouTube. All the videos. The last mission from week 6 is up, and basically all the VODs from week 7, which were available. Not week 7 mission 1 because I had the big microphone trouble there, and I don't want to upload that to YouTube. But the rest of them are up. Anything else? Oh, Fractal's Mech is a little sneak preview, by the way, for things to come. For when I'm resuming after the vacation. So enjoy that one. Not gonna say more than that. Some people know, but it's gonna be a surprise. That's a little sneak preview I snuck in there. All right. Take it easy, everybody. I'll see you around.